Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. My name is Tiana Wren Hansen, your game master for this 3-shot of Daggerheart live on Twitch. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please drop us a like and a subscribe. I'm super excited to be continuing this adventure with the awesome folks that I have around the table. We've got a full table tonight. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, announcements. If we reach 100% of our tavern upkeep in November, we will give away that Tales of the Valiant starter set that we've been trying to give away valiantly since June. If we reach 125%, more cool things will happen, but you gotta help us get there to find out what. The Book of Inspiration is back. At the end of each session, any unused non-patron bits will be banked into the boy, and when 25 accumulate, it will trigger a giveaway of a TTRPG book or a starter set. While many of our shows premiere live on Twitch, we know that most of you, are watching us later on YouTube or listening in our podcast feeds. So please consider subscribing and giving us the appropriate like or rating on those platforms. This is one of the best ways to help us get more listeners and viewers so we can make more shows. Also, please consider liking and commenting on our social media posts to help boost our visibility beyond our Discord. If you need an idea of what to write, tell us what system from Starter Set Summer School or other short shots you'd like us to run again. Mason. Or One Ring. I would do that one too.
Oh, yeah.
We talk a lot of... Huh?
G.I. Joe.
That could be interesting.
Well, wait, we didn't do G.I. Joe.
Not yet. We talk a lot about the tavern upkeep and how it relates to the bits that come in live on Twitch. However, did you know, even if you don't watch us live, you can contribute to your favorite shows by joining our Patreon. Yay. All $10 or higher tiers on our Patreon have a certain number of cards or coins that they can distribute at the beginning of each month to the shows of their choosing. Plus, you get access to our behind-the-scenes After Darks, where we chat after the session and sometimes go on extremely deep-dive rants about niche, nerdy stuff. This month, the shows you can support are Daggerheart, the continuation, tonight and next week on the 19th, and an arena on the 17th with Thomas in the GM chair, using Everyday Heroes, a modern-day variant setting built off of D&D 5e. Elsewhere on the network, new episodes of the Redacted Reports drop every Wednesday, and be sure to follow Tabletop TV today on YouTube for all your TTRPG news, reviews, and interviews. Our tavern upkeep remains at 52%, and there are 25 in the boy. We are working on getting that giveaway set up. Keep an eye on the socials for that. All right, so to address the elephant in the room, Pooja's off being an amazing working actor and doing the cool things that they do, but we are delighted to welcome Gail to sit in that seat, who is taking over Kari.
I will do my best to do her justice.
We deeply appreciate you jumping in last minute. And we get Thomas today.
Yay!
Yay!
Varian Soto is here.
He does sound super enthused about the prospect, doesn't he?
Yes.
Always a delight to have you here, and good to have the full table tonight.
And it's good for us to be here.
I mean, y'all are okay. Y'all are fine.
Okay.
Twice.
Oh my God, you guys are like
consistent.
really reliable or something.
Yeah, or you're just like, ew, 2 weeks in a row, or like kind of creepy.
I mean, are we desperate?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, it's a little clingy.
I mean, what is it that the Tolkien said? The reward for digging a good ditch is a better shovel.
Did he?
Yes.
But why?
Because obviously you dig ditches real well. And so obviously you're just going to keep doing that thing, aren't you?
He just really likes shovels.
No,
I think that was just.
I don't understand how they connect.
I don't. That's not like one of the top things that I think of when I think of Tolkien.
Tolkien had some interesting one-liners that people just don't know about because they were in the books, not the movies.
Good news, I already dropped one of my dice on the ground.
Yay!
A lot of words there have been documented. just from what I know.
In a
Millions.
lot of languages.
Millions
Bunch
of
of
them.
words
Found it.
stacked up.
Oh, that's cute that you think it's that few.
How do I get this off the ground elegantly? Oh no. Is there an elegant way to do it? There is not. Oh, it's okay.
Would you
There
like
it
a
is.
different
There-
set of
there-
dice?
Elegance is overrated.
No. You got it.
Yay!
Otherwise, I was going to have to roll without fear.
Crisis
Fearlessly
averted.
rolling, which does not actually work in this game system.
I mean, you won't ever succeed on a single D12.
Is that true? 12 is never a passing score?
That's not true, but your chances are much lower.
How long could I just roll one and be like, it's a 9 with hope?
See, now I'm curious.
It's a 10 with hope before you noticed.
I mean, I do know the sound of one die rolling versus two dice rolling. This smells like an arena. All right, let's talk about what happened last week, shall we?
We shall.
Last week, we spent some time getting to know Marlowe, Barnacle, and Kari within the capital city. While they come from wildly different backgrounds, they have formed an unlikely bond that buttresses each other's weaknesses and lifts up each other's strengths. On orders from the king, they set out from the capital with a strange chest locked with magic and physical locks, or, as your note says,
Hella locks.
their destination, the village Hush in the depths of the Sablewood, where they seek the Whitefire Arcanist. Those are all words. While they don't know the purpose of their journey, they know it's important. After traveling along the sunken pathways for some time, much to Barnacle's chagrin, they came across an overturned merchant's cart where a Strixwolf fed on the body of the dead merchant. While the temptation to steal one of the Strixwolf's adorable pups was strong, they were able to resist temptation and get Mama and babies away from the cart without incident. Upon further examination, they discovered that the merchant had been murdered, and the cart left as the bait to a trap. Seconds later, the trap was sprung by the Thistlefolk, who sought to kill these travelers and take their carriage. Today is not the day to have the lisp. Combat ensued, including the unorthodox use of a tongue attack, and while the battle was messy, the messengers emerged victorious. Now it remains for them to clean up the path so they may continue on their way to Hush. But first, we need to meet another member of Marlowe's circle, someone who may have a different kind of history with the King's Mage. Thomas, tell us a little bit about Varian.
Varian is a wild-born Qatari ranger. He was half lion type of looking creature, with a bow, and very wild and feral looking. Although he sounds very elegant.
Well, you know, you hang out with the right people long enough and your speech kind of smooths out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who has a past with you guys.
Yes, before I was kind this time and didn't spring everything on Thomas inside of the actual session. So we did have a chance to chat a little bit beforehand about what the connections are. So tell us a little bit about your connection first to Marlowe as the de facto leader of this party.
So with Marlowe, leaning, as Liana said, leaning into the starter set summer school theme, with Marlowe, we tell each other everything. However,
Or rather, we used to, because the marker that I have, the label I have assigned to our relationship is, I once considered you close. And so I think you were someone who I needed to rely on a lot for the court's business for quite some time, for whatever the king and his family needed. For quite some time, your skills were the right fit for what they were needing, and lately, not as much. So we have not. So we've, I think, fallen out of touch somewhat.
Was that in your transition from not working for the king necessarily to becoming the king's right-hand mage? Was he instrumental in that?
or a hindrance?
I think it may actually have been that my responsibilities shifted as I moved into that official role for the king, where it had been primarily my mother's role to be the top mage for the king previously, and I was supporting, but I wasn't like the top person, and the sorts of work that I was doing aligned well with what your skills were. And now that I've taken on those new responsibilities, I'm leaning more on folks like Kari, even our friend Barnacle here.
I do love the even qualifier on that one.
And even great folks such as Kari and even Barnacle at times. So I think we have fallen out of touch.
Yeah. And Varian would have, is a hunter tracker, and that's where his skill set lies. And at a certain point, you probably aren't in need of that as your station went up.
Yeah. I don't need a hunter tracker for most of the work that I'm doing these days, but perhaps that will change in minutes.
Entirely possible. What was the last big thing that you hunted for Marlowe?
For Marlowe.
Mm-hmm. What was the last big thing that you did for each other?
Well, I secured the massive boar for the wedding.
Yes, for the king's granddaughter's wedding.
Did Barnacle nip a piece of that on his way out the door?
I was distracted when the caterer showed up late and started the fire, so I assume it's because the boar had arrived.
Yeah. So that was all part of the same incident.
One of these days, we're going to have a one-shot that's just what happened at the king's granddaughter's wedding.
And I think...
Also sounds like an arena.
Yes.
It does.
And for Kari, if you could go first on our connection.
Well, I'm gonna try to keep the voice.
You got this.
So
Nice.
I think Kari has been with Marlo for some time now in the city and has met Varian on a few occasions. We both care very deeply about her opinions of us. So from my side, I have down here, we both want the same thing. However, it seems that there might be a bit of a different flavor to it coming from your end.
And that is because I am worried that you are better than me.
Now, is that because you think that she's taking your place with Marlo, or something else outside of the city? Since you're both,
I mean, it could be that. However, I think that Varian didn't want to be in the city. You know, but now is he potentially regretting that?
that's a good question.
Yes.
We're also both very fierce hunters, so
Fierce hunters.
very good times.
And Barnacle and Varian.
Well, I want to be a lot more like Barnacle.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what about Barnacle?
I mean,
inspired you?
his excellent swimming skills.
We clearly don't know each other.
Have you heard his one line?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And my relationship with you is I am intimidated by you. So I try to avoid Varian whenever possible in the, bad vibes, don't like being here. And I think there's just this raw intensity that reminds me of bad memories that I'm like, no, not gonna just go down there.
That's because we're like,
the bad memories.
we should swim it together. Again, we should race. I know you beat me last time, but we should race.
Yeah, we were racing. Yeah. Oh, we were racing. That's totally what we were doing. Just I kept running. That's all.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Ooh, I love seeing someone who makes Barnacle actually kind of uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got backstory in my brain. I'll keep that for now.
I love everything about this. So, Varian, what brings you to the Sablewoods today?
I am hunting a hybrid creature.
Any particular sort?
Half rabbit, half dog. It is
Amazing.
It's very cute and bites terribly. I have not yet found it. But I am told it is in these woods.
Is there a specific one that you're hunting, or is there only one in the forest? Is there only one in the forest, or are there lots in the forest and there's a particular one?
Well,
that you
I've
want?
never seen one.
Okay.
But I hear there is one.
A lot of caves in this
Yes.
forest.
That is,
Oh, good. We're all on the same track.
Okay.
They definitely told me there was one in these forests. And if I could hunt it, it would be,
Are we sure it's not a snipe hunt?
it may be called a snipe.
Some also call it a drop bear.
I love drop bears. Anyway, so as I am hunting this half rabbit, half dog, I do stumble out of the woods quietly.
And you see in front of you, because I think you're pretty quiet and they're pretty occupied. There is a tableau in front of you. So within the Sablewoods, there are these deep sunken paths that lead to all of the important places. These are the paths that, maybe contrary to what Barnacle thinks, remained fixed. You can find your way through the Sablewoods through these. You obviously are someone who doesn't always follow the beaten path, so to speak. But the current path that you have stumbled into is a tableau of carnage. There is... So you're on the other side of the cart. There is a merchant's cart that is flipped on its side with a bunch of stuff scattered all over the ground. You can kind of see just past it the dead body of a human. And just a little bit past that, you see Marlowe, Kari, and Barnacle, all of them catching their breaths as dead ribbits lay on the ground around them.
Did the snipe do this? Have you seen... Did the snipe do this?
What is a snipe?
Varian, hey!
Marlowe, what are you doing?
We are on a quest. We have important business for the king.
Yeah, we should.
This was not the important business. This just happened along the way.
We need to get back on that. So if you want to just keep headed back to the city, we can be on our merry way.
Well, important. I would love to assist Marlowe in anything important. We should team up. We should
Absolutely. The more the merrier. Would be wonderful to have your services, I'm sure, as we continue onward.
Yes, I am the greatest hunter, I think, in all of Sablewood.
Great.
How are you reacting?
I'm just trying to decide if we should be clearing this path or leaving these bodies here for the beasts. Mama Wolf will need to feed her babies.
Very, very true. I think we should get back to helping out the merchant and possibly getting them back to, we assume, Hush. Again, I still think that there's a family that could use the benefits of some of this kegs that were toppled and any of those produce we can get back to.
The merchant's alive?
Merchant probably had a family.
Oh, yes.
Statistically.
Yes, usually, yes,
Yeah.
that is true. So you want to ride the carts and take it with us?
I know that the burial rites tend to help with the grieving process, and if we can, what we can do, we should.
This sounds
How
possible.
much rooms in the back of the cart? I've been riding up top. I guess if you drove, there'd probably be more room.
Should I drive the other cart?
Or can we hitch this cart to the back of ours?
Oh, I can drive a cart. Totally drive a cart. All the time. Do it all the time. I'm really good at it.
Go ahead and ride the cart.
Good, let's fix this together.
Yes,
then.
please.
Absolutely, yes. Okay.
So
I think Marlowe is noticing that the vibes are off, but is not quite picking up on the fact that these two kind of resent each other, and he's just scared.
I don't resent anyone. That's not what we're talking about. This is a lovely day.
it's a beautiful
Yeah.
day.
My
The
axe is
neighborhood.
feasted. My axe is feasted. Everything is good.
Amazing. Well, as many of you as would like to can assist with flipping the cart back up onto its wheels. It is a little bit of a strain because it is a solidly built piece of cart. I don't know what the proper term for that is. But you are able to get it upright again and collect the barrels of the cider. The apples and pears are definitely worse for wear. Quite a few of them were smashed. Others are strewn all over the place. But if you want to collect up whatever's left, you're welcome to do so.
The rivets are small, yes. They don't have a cloak we could wrap the body in or anything like that.
I'm sorry, the what are?
The rivets, they're too
Oh.
small to have.
Yes, but I mean, if you use all of their cloaks, you could probably lay them out over him at least.
I feel like that would be a kind thing to
Do we, with the ribbits, do we take them with us? Do they need a burial rite?
move them to the side, at least. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I don't know them.
In your and their culture, do you think that is there anything we should be aware of?
Oh, I'm not a bandit.
And Marlowe's trying how to
Wait,
how to not be racist.
the ribbits were not protecting the cart.
No,
No, it was an
it was in
ambush.
fact it was a trap.
They probably were the ones that did this
Yes.
to the cart.
Ah, right. Okay. Well, then we should leave them. Maybe throw them into the woods.
We should at least clear the path for the sake of the community who must use this path to travel to and fro.
You do know that the paths of the Sablewoods are very well traveled. In fact, it's kind of surprising that no one else has come along for a little while.
Okay.
I believe we heard last time that the thistle folk like to use thistle to like divert people off of the roads or topple them. I think maybe we just get the bandits and throw them in the bushes they set up. So if other thistle folk come by, they know maybe they should stop.
Yeah, there are thistles that are along the side of the road and in patches here and there. The ones that had stopped this particular cart are broken because the trap was sprung. But there is certainly plenty of thistle around the paths for you to toss them into. Yeet.
Do they have any money on them? Any handfuls of cash?
If you're checking their pockets, not really. There's a little bit of money in there, but it is 1 and 2 pieces of gold total. Like it isn't. They do not have a lot on them, which may say something about why they were doing this.
Trying to strike it rich on us.
Striking it rich on someone. All right. The horses for the other cart, for the merchant's cart, are gone. You don't see bodies anywhere, so they're not.
They ran off.
They're not here to help, but they also aren't bodies to be moved out of the way. I almost went Slavic on that sentence. It is a very strong accent.
It is very dangerous.
So if you want to pull the cart along with you, you are going to have to hitch it probably to the back of the carriage. But the king's horses are strong, and really, you don't need 4 to pull this carriage. It's just the look of the thing because you are representing the king.
Sure.
So you could theoretically unhitch 2 of them from the carriage and hitch them to the cart, or tow it.
We will tow it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Then when we reach Hush, we can remove it for the sake of the grand entrance.
Gotta make an entrance.
Gotta make appearance.
We have to make
I
sure
think
that
Marlowe is essentially a diplomat, and so keeping an eye on the appearances and the protocol is unfortunately part of her job.
Yeah, showing up to Hush with like, we got one of your dead citizens.
Yeah,
hey.
we will not be doing that. When we get there, we won't be using words like dead.
More than happy to find the relations of this person, deliver what we can. Happy to break away.
All right. So with some discomfort, perhaps, amongst the party, the merchant is placed into the back of the cart, covered appropriately with the thistle folks' cloaks, and you set off, continuing to follow the paths and the map that Marlowe has, toward the village of Hush.
Varian will be walking alongside.
So it's going to be a little bit slower then.
Well, he can keep up.
That's right, cat folk. Well, and I mean, when you're towing a cart, it's going to be a bit.
It's going to slow.
anyway.
It's going to slow us down anyway.
Yeah. So yes, you are traveling through the Sablewood, and it's still relatively early in the day. It's still a beautiful day, despite all of this. It is still beautiful and weird because the staring old trees.
Oh, the trees move. I'm telling you, we're never in the same position twice. That's why they dig the roads in.
The roads prevent the trees from moving then?
No, by digging the roads in, the trees don't bother coming over.
Oh, okay, so they don't want to cross the road.
Yeah, it's like a moat, but a moat for walking.
A moat for trees. Oh.
Yeah.
What does Varian think of this conspiracy theory, for a lack of a better term?
Oh, it's 100% a conspiracy.
He's just thinking about moats and swimming, and maybe getting getting Barnacle in the water again. But he doesn't say anything about it. He just so I think
If we're traveling for a while, Kari's probably gonna get out and start walking as well, just to like stretch her
Stretch her
very
legs.
long legs.
Yeah, no, that
In
is
this tiny cart.
completely valid.
Yeah.
So as you are traveling along, you do start to hear the sounds of a river. A little far away, but approaching quickly. Those who know the woods know this is the Lucent River. there aren't really bridges per se, but there are ferrymen, barge men that take people across back and forth. So you, of course, are quite familiar with this. Varian, you're pretty familiar with avoiding them and doing the swimming thing.
Yes.
So it's a big river.
It's a fairly large river. Not quite Mississippi at its widest, but not far off.
Oh. Well, I mean, he would definitely then take the...
It is a river, capital R.
Okay.
We are not wading through this with a carriage.
It is unadvisable. But yeah, you are approaching this, and anyone who would like to can give me a knowledge check on the Lucent River.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, happy to give you some fear.
That's an 11 with hope.
Excellent. Mark your hope.
Which is...
21 with hope.
Excellent. Mark your hope.
Nice.
Yep. That's a 7 with fear.
Beautiful.
11 with fear.
Thank you.
Y'all, come on.
All right.
Get
So
warmed up.
Marlowe and Barnacle, for very different reasons, I think, know that this river is famed for its healing qualities. People will often it's known as taking a trip to see Lucy. If you are not feeling well, the various arcanists and healers will use the water of the Lucent as a base for a lot of healing potions and similar things. It is certainly not restricted by any means. It is a huge river. You could not restrict it.
Right.
But you're a little bit familiar with this for various reasons. Have you encountered
I've heard it once or twice.
once or twice?
Yeah. I usually turn around. I'm feeling slightly emboldened being on high ground as I'm still driving the cart.
Mm-hmm. That is entirely fair. And as you come up to the edge of the river, there is a pier that you can drive out onto, and there's a ferry that is waiting for you. There is a chameleon who kind of pokes his antenna up above, then scrabbles up onto the wharf. This is a chameleon crayfish hybrid. I love how much weird stuff is in here because with this.
This is so delightful.
Well, good day, sir. We wish to cross the river. We have considerable equipment and 2 carriages, well, a carriage and a cart with us. Yes.
So you do. Ooh, I know this cart. I carried this cart across earlier today.
Do you happen to know the owner of the cart?
Yes, but if it's being towed behind your carriage, I suspect things haven't gone well.
I regret to say that it appears the owner of the cart has passed away, and we wish to return the cart to his family or to the village at the very least.
Certainly. I didn't know his family terribly well, but he is, of course, from Hush, down in the farmlands, just a little bit beyond the village. I'm sure you can ask at the Clover Tavern to get a better sense of where his folk might be.
Thank you very much.
And you are representing the king, I see. My goodness.
Yes, we have business from the royal family.
Quite an event.
Oh, or normal day of business for me.
Of course. Well, drive on carefully, very carefully. Give me a moment. And they scramble back underneath the boat, underneath the ferry. And you see it kind of rock a little bit before settling, as steady as if it's on a rock.
Huh.
And you may drive onto it.
Impressive.
And we carefully do.
Is there like another barge that we could attach to this barge? And then maybe like 2 more barges? And then be in the middle of those 4 barges?
I don't think that would be very practical at this time.
They should really make this thing bigger.
I will relay that to the planning commission.
to the port master.
Whoever's in charge around here.
And yeah, I will as slowly as possible, get the horses to just like
For you?
one trot in front of the other.
For you, the moment that like you feel that the carriage gets onto there, you feel like it's the door that Jack and Rose tried to get onto.
No. So you're not just, I think Marlo did not realize the extent of your hatred or phobia.
Oh, yeah.
It's beyond just swimming. You don't want to be on a raft on a river.
No, because that's the first step of swimming. Being above the water.
Not if it goes well.
Yeah, I've been on boats in dry docks. It's fine. I got the card on. I should probably leave. I'll see you back at the city, and yeah, this will be great. Everything's fine. Help me down.
And then the barge starts moving, pulling out into the river proper.
I have so far not enjoyed this journey.
I'm sorry to hear that, friend. I hope that the next portion of our quest will be more to your liking.
How long are we gonna be out here?
Sometime.
1 Sablewood, 2 Sablewood, 3 Sablewood.
So Varian is like leaning off the edge and kind of like hand in the water. It's kind of like trying to get some of that healing.
Your fingers tingle a little bit when you're swiping through the water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, does that work?
Yes, very much.
I mean, it is the base for potions, so it needs more work with an alchemist and whatnot. But it is certainly
could it be used to restore hit points or stress?
Depends. Are you willing to touch the water?
No. I will say that water works if you want to be dragged to the depths below.
Anyone who would like to can basically scoop up a handful, wash your face, maybe drink a little bit of it, and I'll allow you to clear stress.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say Kari's about to
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Kari's about to sit down and like
put feet down
put
in.
the feet. Yeah.
I'll
sit down there and like wash the blood off of the chainmail and you know.
And for most people, it's a very pleasant journey across.
It's a nice river.
The Cremelian. Hey, I did say that right. Cremelian. You could like if your ear's close to the water, like it's you hear the river sounds, but you also hear very faintly tick, 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 as the giant claws are pulling along the bottom of the river, pulling this barge across the river.
That is very cute and very weird.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful.
Darrington Press, well done. This is fun.
Yeah.
Barnacle, you're thirsty.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I'm fine here.
I could bring you a glass.
You could kick from that side, and then we'll get there faster.
I think you just called your feet big.
You have very long
I
legs.
use the cart to stand up, and oh no, it's moving just a little bit.
Yeah, you feel the whole like carriage shift under you, Barnacle.
So which portion of this do you want to be more like?
Oh, this poor guy.
His wit, mostly.
I
Valid.
mean, I can leave whenever I want.
If it does look like he's falling at any moment, Kari will absolutely make sure to like keep him steady.
Oh yeah, no, of course. He is safe as houses on the carriage, on the barge.
Oh, it's where all of my focus is. I'm like the chicken that you have in your hand.
Yeah.
It just doesn't move. My entire upper torso is just like locked into place as like the rest of
I know
is moving around on the
that's
cart.
why it's so much fun to play.
Yes. I don't think anyone in this group would actually throw you in the water. But we all would threaten to.
That does
I
sound
only believe one of you.
that does sound 100% correct. So after the longest half hour of Barnacle's life, you pull up to this is the second pier on the other side, and you are able to drive up and onto the, thank Christ, solid ground.
1,801 Sablewood, and we're off.
And perhaps the horses got smacked a little bit too enthusiastically,
Oh, yeah,
so
we
they
did
kind of
definitely
jump
lurch
start and go. But you all are safely across the river. The Cromillion waves a massive claw at you as you're driving away.
Was a nice guy.
Do we need to pay?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure I paid whatever the toll was with the appropriately generous tip from the king.
Bill to the king.
Yeah, that was what the comment about. Oh, you were representing the king.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. And I'm sure that I understood exactly what.
They pay taxes.
Yes. While also trying not to draw attention or too much curiosity about what we had.
Yeah, that is a tricky balance to strike. But there are times where you can just say business of the king.
Yes.
And they will wonder. They will certainly be visiting the Clover Tavern at some point to have a drink and ask questions.
Going directly to the Clover Tavern to say, y'all, here's what I heard.
Y'all. Okay. But you are setting off continuing through the Sablewoods. You know that you're not far from the village at this point.
Yeah.
They are fairly close to the river, as befits the fact that they have a great deal of farmland within the protection of the village of Sable, or the village of Hush, in the Sablewoods. Too much.
The place and the place and the place.
Too many. I now understand how people feel when they get into the lore of Faerun for the first time. It's been a long time since that was me, so I forget this. And then it's like, oh yeah, no, those are all words that I'm sure are important. Before I forget, some time ago we did get 500 bits from Duke League.
Thank you, my liege.
All right, so you do finally, after entirely too long for poor Barnacle, the path leads you further into the forest until you spot a large stone pillar carved top to bottom in ancient dwarven symbols. This denotes one corner of the peaceful village of Hush. When you pass beyond the stone marker, you feel a small sensation like the pop of a bubble. And then the sounds of friendly chatter become louder. Though the trees of the Sablewood are unchanged here, there is a distinctive safe and comforting air. A few smiling faces turn to you as your carriage rolls in, waving or casting a warm greeting towards the party. There's lively music drifting in your direction from the tavern at the center of town. You know that you need to find the Whitefire Arcanist to deliver the package from the king. What would you like to do?
On the outskirts of town, I would like to unhitch the cart and store it somewhere safe.
There was kind of like a little pull-off not far from.
So as not to cause alarm, bringing it into town and get the rumor mill started before we're able to speak to the family, while still putting it somewhere safe. And then we'll head into town, and I would be inclined to head directly to the tavern, where we are most likely to find directions to both of the things and people we seek.
Are there any, merchant's markers on this cart or any of his goods?
Not particularly, but you also know that there aren't that many orchard keepers. Or wouldn't be that many orchard keepers because it is a relatively small village and too many of one kind will poison the ground.
Got it.
So,
Looking for an orchard keeper merchant.
yes. Now, the village of Hush, as I may have mentioned before, but I will remind you all, is quite small. It is so small that there is a tavern, but not an inn. Anyone who stays overnight is an honored guest of the village of Hush and is put up in one of the people's houses. So it is a small, tight-knit community.
Hopefully not literally.
How do you mean not literally?
There's I'm 11 and a half feet tall. I had enough fun in the Capitol building. These people live in hobbit holes. I will be sleeping on the ground.
No, they don't sleep in hobbit holes, although you'll be quite intrigued by some of the houses.
We'll find you a nice tall A-frame.
Appreciate you.
You know, it's the little things in life.
We can head to the tavern.
So are all of you going to be heading to the tavern to relax and check in with people? Is there anything else that you would like to do in this village?
I guess I'm just gonna need to start looking for available property. This can be my new home. I'm not gonna cross that river again.
Oh, friend.
Could keep moving.
You'll visit though, right?
Well, yes, I do come here on business somewhat often,
Great.
but I would love
You're
to
like,
have.
nothing changed.
I would love to continue to have your services on the other side of the river.
We should have thought about that beforehand.
We can discuss your living arrangements.
What
once
about your
this is over.
What about your favorite pub?
They'll still be open. They'll do fine without me. They'll go on. They'll find new patrons.
But won't you miss them?
Yeah.
What I have,
So sad. A little yeah.
but we could.
Bring the pub here. It could fit on that barge. It's not that big. I really appreciate you guys offering to do that.
What if we bring the pub to you?
So Varian just leans over to Marlo and just says, "We could knock him out, and then he won't know he crosses the river."
I was thinking the same.
I wasn't.
We will come back to that. First things first.
We will figure out the logistics of bringing the pub here after we've taken care
We
of
will
Marlo's
solve
business.
our business on this side of the river, and then we will handle the matter of how to return across it.
What kind of business?
Oh, hello.
And you turn and there's a little toe-headed kid. Freckles, blonde curls, looking up at all of you, kind of kicking a foot back and forth, looking up at you with just like that gape-smiled innocence of a 7 to 9-year-old human.
Hello, friend.
Hi, I'm Fidget.
Hello, Fidget. I am Marlo, and I am here on behalf of the king.
What's the king?
A king is a man who lives far from here, who takes care of these lands.
Oh. Like the Arcanist takes care of everything?
Kind of like that, yes.
I've never seen a king.
Well, he does live some distance from here on the other side of the river.
Oh, you're from far outside.
Yes, we've traveled quite some distance.
What's it
today.
like out there?
Oh, it's beautiful.
And as you're chatting, this like little baby frog otter crawls up onto this kid's shoulder and is watching you with just like the biggest puppy eyes.
Hello, friend. That's neither a frog sound nor an otter sound.
That's correct.
It's right.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
This Fraughter is very interesting.
That is actually exactly how I wrote it out in here.
Excellent.
Frogter.
Beautiful.
Hello, friend. So yes, well, we're in need of finding. Well, we have several people who we are trying to find in town.
Oh, who you trying to find? I know lots of people.
Wonderful. So first of all, we are looking for. I'm sorry, you told me who we're looking for, and the player has forgotten.
The Whitefire Arcanist.
Yes, we are actually looking for the Arcanist.
Oh, she lives out of town. Mommy doesn't let me go out there, so I just know it's kind of that way. And they point off in a direction that's opposite of where you came in, essentially.
Okay.
Somewhere over there.
Okay.
The adults in the pub probably know more.
Okay, that sounds great. I think they will. I think the pub is where we need to go to get a little bit of other information too.
Okay, come on. And they reach up and grab your hand and tow you toward the tavern.
So cute.
They are perhaps the official, they consider themselves the official welcome wagon of Hush.
Wonderful. And I am deliberately not mentioning anything about the cart or the merchant, just in case this is family,
That's honestly probably smart.
given how small the town is. Yeah.
And I'll say loud enough for these two to hear. Oh, looks like Marlo has a new best friend.
Whoa! Straight for the knees.
Like meow.
I'm paying attention. I am in work mode. I am not paying attention to what any of you clowns are up to.
I think
As long as you are not compromising the mission, you can snipe at each other all you want. Like, it's fine.
Wouldn't have stopped us anyway.
Varian and Kari just slowly look at each other.
The little human is quite adorable.
Yeah, I don't need to be around child.
Marlo doesn't either. It's not really working.
I'm going to slowly look around, see if anyone's going to ambush us.
No, what is so interesting about this village? Have you been to Hush before? Would you say?
Yes.
You may forget every time when you leave because your life is built around paranoia. You know, shoot first, ask questions later. Nothing. There are no problems that can't be solved with a bow. So maybe you forget every time that you leave here because the safety that just washes over you as soon as you step through the border is so alien to you.
Yes. Feels so unsafe.
The safety feels unsafe, maybe.
Yes. People here are not ready
False
for an
sense of
ambush.
security.
But yeah, there is something about like the air of this place that here in the heart of the Sablewood, it's the Sablewood. It is a dangerous place to be. But this place feels very safe. Everyone seems happy. Everyone seems relaxed. No one seems to be particularly on guard, even with 4 strangers rolling into town.
I assume that's sort of some sort of an enchantment.
Yes.
What do I know about that, given my, my background? Is this something that has been put in place by, local magic wielders? Or
This is something that, the Arcanist specifically has built and maintains in order for there to be a safe oasis in the Sablewood for people to stop over when they because the Sablewood paths are incredibly important for commerce and travel. So having a safe place midway is intensely important.
Right. Given that the path may not be as safe overnight, or
Correct.
just that there have to be way stations along the way.
Apparently the trees move.
It's a fact.
The look on your face.
When the 3 of you are on the way back, go ahead and look at all the trees. They're not going to be in the same places they were last time.
We'll pay close attention to the trees on our way back. As I'm sure you will as well.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, is that the pub?
I believe that is the pub.
Let's go get the drink.
Yes.
The Clover Tavern is a sight to behold, with 6 curving stories climbing the trunk of an ancient tree. This is the heart of the community, always crowded with music and good-natured conversations. Newcomers to the bar must take off their shoes and hang them over a line that stretches across the bar's ground floor. Inevitably, by the time that visitors leave, their shoes will be shined and filled with small trinkets. As you enter, what would you like to do? As Marlo, as you're dragged through, Fidget does stop, shuck off their shoes, hang them one-handed.
Well, and I, of course, do the same, observing local customs, being attentive to the appropriate behavior. I imagine I've definitely been to Hush before, and I suspect I have been to the pub before.
I mean, it is the heart of the village, so
Yes,
this
but
is
I think
not alien for you.
But it may have been a while, so I don't
Yeah.
quite remember where it is and what to expect there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Fidget. Barnacle, by the way.
Hi, Barnacle.
I don't have shoes.
That's okay. Just wipe your feet on the mat.
All right.
That's okay. I only wear shoes because Mommy makes me. I hate them. They're awful.
You can take them off now.
They're off, and they're staying off as long as I'm in here. Mommy makes me wear them as long as I'm not in the tavern, and I'm not really supposed to be in here, but I'm escorting visitors, and it's very important.
You are.
We need a liaison.
A what? A liaison?
Yep, nailed it.
What's a liaison?
You introduced me to the bartender.
Oh, okay. Lassa, this is Barnacle. They shout across the tavern, and there is a certain amount of like people that turn and look at you, but not in an unfriendly way, and there's visitors, how lovely kind of way. Mm-hmm.
Carly has a lot of straps on her boots.
It's taking a while to get all the
just
shoes
taking
off.
a minute to.
Are you a Final Fantasy character?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I'm just the picture here doesn't really do it justice, but like the layers, I have to take off the knee guards in order to be able to like get to the boots, and
Then you've got some gaiters on to try and keep the socks.
gotta try to
Where do you
keep
put all the
everything.
knives that are coming out?
Just like so many things.
There's already so many trinkets in the boots. Where are they going to put more?
Yeah, as you hang the boots up, like a couple of knives fall out onto the ground that you forgot about.
I forgot those too.
Varian just wipes his paws. and walks in.
Very, very like dainty cat.
Yep. little scratch on it.
Am I supposed to take the socks off too? I don't understand.
I mean, it's kind of up to you. If you take them off, they don't get dirty, and you don't have to have them darned, and then your mommy doesn't yell at you.
Just think, we're going into a pub. Wet socks are the worst thing in the world.
Valid. I am delighted that 2 of the 4 don't wear shoes at all. That just makes me weirdly happy.
It's pretty awesome.
The person that the kid shouted to looks over at you all. It is an older female dwarf who is standing behind the pub or behind the bar. She waves at all of you. She doesn't seem to be in a hurry to like go to you. She's an older woman, and not you come to her, not the other way around.
I imagine you are.
First in line.
You are already.
Stool,
You
crouched
are
on top of it.
parked.
Hello, I'm Barnacle, as you may have heard.
Hello, I'm Lausa.
I'm wondering, do you have hard cider by chance?
Of course.
Great, local?
Yes, actually.
I would love a pint.
Certainly. And she turns away and pulls you a pint that you can smell the crispness of the apples from where you're sitting. And she puts it down in front of you.
And I'll go ahead and handful of gold, because that is the
That is a currency. I mean, you can say like a couple pieces.
Yeah.
That's
whatever they would like as well.
certainly. For the rest of you,
Whatever the locals prefer. I would certainly love to try one of your local specialties.
certainly. The cider is one of the preferred ones. It is easiest to get around here.
Wonderful.
Pulls you a cider.
I would like an ale, please.
Certainly.
Cider sounds fine to me.
3 ciders, 1 ale. Certainly. Fidget, are you supposed to be in here? No, ma'am.
Our friend here has been very helpful as we have made our way into town. We've felt the community's hospitality already.
Liza tries to remain stern for a moment, but you see the little twitches of a crack of a smile around the corners of her mouth before she rolls her eyes, turns, picks up a little hand pie, hands it down to the kid, and then says, "All right, off with you." "Thank you, ma'am." Runs. Stops just long enough to grab shoes on the way out. Noticeably does not put them on.
Love it.
Welcome, friends from the outside. I am Lausa. I am the bartender for the Clover Tavern. Will you be... What brings you to our fair village?
Well, I'm here on the king's business today.
Oh, I see.
Well, I have a couple of quests that I am trying to that my friends and I are trying to.
How very adventurous!
pursue.
How very adventurous of you.
Well, one is a bit of a surprise to us. On our way into town, and I'll lower my voice to not disturb anyone. On our way into town, we noticed that a cart had been toppled, apparently a thistle folk attack. And it appears that one of your merchants may have passed away from in an attack, and we were hoping to notify the family and return the cart.
That is very kind of you. Not many would go to the extra effort of returning what has been lost in the woods.
Mm-hmm. Would you be able to help us identify who we need to speak to?
Certainly. Do you know what the
It seemed to be
cargo was?
It seemed to be mostly apples and pears.
Oh, Daryl.
Daryl.
Damn it. We were hoping that he was supposed to be back later today, and we thought that perhaps he had just been delayed in the city,
I'm
but
afraid not.
that is quite unfortunate.
Yes. I assume he has family or other kin around here.
Yes, his wife has long passed, but his daughter and her husband are the second in the. I'm at the farm. I can give you directions out there.
That would be great. Very helpful. Thank you. The actual business that the king has sent us here on is we are trying to find the White Fire Arcanist.
Hmm.
And we heard that we might be able to find them from get directions to find them from here.
Well, she's a little more reclusive, as one might expect.
So we've heard.
Well, she maintains the wards around
Yes.
the village, keeping us all safe. So, of course, distracting her can be quite dangerous. But you are here on business of the king,
Yes.
and you've traveled so far. I'm sure she'll be more than hospitable. You'll find her house to the south through the farmland. You will actually pass right by Daryl's farm on the way there. So,
Wonderful.
2 owl birds, 1 stone.
Wonderful. And then finally, of course, we are hoping to stay the night somewhere in town here. If you can find a place for the 4 of us to stay, I'll note one of my friends is rather large and so may need particularly. I don't wish to impose by requesting.
More adaptive comfort.
I do not wish to impose by insisting upon spacious accommodations, but my friend would be very grateful if such are available.
Well, I think that, in your name, my friend?
I am Kari Nix. Pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure. I'm Larissa. There is actually another giant family in the village.
Really?
And I'm quite confident they'll be happy to see another of their kinfolk.
Interesting.
I'm... Well, you should discuss that with them. As you seem quite surprised, and that does not surprise me over much. They're a little... reclusive isn't the right word. They keep to themselves to an extent.
Sounds like my people.
But they are kind and generous within the community, and a valuable asset here, of course, as all of our folk here are.
Also sounds like your people.
Sorry to impose 2 more orders of business. Could I get a refill?
Of course. And she scoops up your stein and refills it.
And are you aware of any open plots of land if there were someone looking to permanently relocate?
She kind of looks around the whole group, getting the read. Well, that is a matter to take before the elders of the village. Anyone who wishes to move here, of course. It is such a small, tight-knit community. We have to make sure that any personalities that are coming in do not disrupt the tenor of the
Completely understand.
place.
Just curious of processes and things like that. It seems like a very lovely place. Might find myself never wanting to leave.
My friend did not much care for our journey here today and is taking a strong negotiation position at this time.
The Sablewoods are certainly a dangerous place to travel through.
As we have unfortunately seen today.
Yes, I am seeing some small remnants of blood on some of you.
Oh.
It's mostly not ours.
And I think...
I mostly note your weapons, of course. My folk and I are quite interested in all things weaponry, and I am deeply intrigued by your armaments.
Is there any bridge over the river at any point, north or south?
The issue, of course, with crossing the river is that where it is narrow, it is... What is the term people use? White water.
Right.
So a bridge over that would theoretically be possible, I think, but it is quite dangerous and has never been approved, shall we say. And of course, the Craymillans are very protective of their trade. And we don't like arguing with the big pinchers.
It's prudent.
Is there any time in the next 12 months that it happens to dry up and inch cross, or?
She does actually laugh at that. There are areas that occasionally freeze, but never enough to make a proper bridge. And we are well into spring, so...
I don't mind waiting.
You did say within the next 12 months. Not as... are you quite all right?
I'm perfectly fine now.
Now. Noted. Oh, would you like some more?
Please.
Pours you another stein worth.
Just inhaled that the whole time we're having this particular conversation. Yeah. Might not actually need to knock him out. He might just get himself. Anyway.
Have you reached the point now where you're no longer picking up the stein and you're just the tongue?
Oh
is
no,
just...
you forget that I do this 8 to 10 hours a day. So
Yeah.
Not usually after a stressful event, though.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and perhaps on an empty stomach.
I had a few apples.
There was something about that shame-faced expression that was the best.
So while Marlo's having that conversation, Kari just wanted to kind of like keep an eye on, like, just get a feel for the rest of the room. Like, is it like a really busy time right now? I know you said that we were here kind of early in the day.
Yeah, I would say that you're here like a little after what would be the lunch rush, so to speak. It has the sense of a place that might have been busy about an hour ago. There's some dish sounds happening in the back of trenchers being washed and things of that nature. But right now...
Sorry, there's a tiny spider here.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Just hanging from something.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Hey, tiny spider.
that is
Hello,
really
guy.
tiny.
Nice. That is absolutely baby.
You need to get it?
It's
It's not doing anything. It's just hanging out here. It was just like catching the light, and I'm like, what the hell? Sorry.
Look, it's better than the last time we had someone
Yeah.
just stop.
Huh?
Right now, the only other person who... Sorry, my brain had to retract for a second.
Before I derailed us.
No trauma here.
But yeah, like this floor is not huge, but you also noted from the outside, as I said, there are six different stories. So you get the impression that there are more like tables and chairs upstairs, possibly even further upstairs, depending. But down here right now, the only other person that is in the area is a clank, or a robot humanoid. Who is sitting off at a table in the corner, and you can hear the occasional clatter, 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 thunk. Fleep, fleep. Clatter, 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 thunk. Fleep. Clatter, clatter, clatter.
Am I familiar with that? The type of game that they're playing?
I don't think that you know this game. But if you're looking over at him, there's a deck of playing cards that appears to be about halfway flipped over at this point. And he appears to be rolling a handful of acorns as if they were polyhedral dice.
On a different note, Varian has been thinking in his brain.
Oh, and that's dangerous.
In his brain, even.
With the size of this town
Uh-huh.
and the amount of floors in this tavern, why wouldn't they change some of the rooms into sleeping quarters?
Visitors are not super common through here. At least not visitors that stay overnight, or if they do come through, people. You know that in this village, hospitality is the core value. So, sure, there's probably room to turn some of those upper floors into proper like sleeping quarters. I think that you know that if you suggested that to anyone in the village, they would be mortally offended. What? Put a stranger to sleep in a place they have to pay for? That is rude, with a capital R.
Where else are you going to hold the large parties, the team meetings? I assume they don't have a town hall if they have such a large...
Pin alley, you know?
Yeah.
Place where you play the pool. And...
Also, can keep in mind that none of these floors are very big because they're built around the trunk of a tree. So it's not like the yawning portal or something like that where there's one huge open floor plan. It's more like a tree house.
Because it's built into a tree.
Yeah. Good job.
Quite.
All right. Is there anything that y'all would like to do in here?
Somebody going to talk to the team.
Baron, are you familiar with this? The game that they are playing?
Oh, do I know the game that they're playing?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I'm just replicating the sound.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yes, I did read
D20s. No.
So, does anyone know that tin can?
We just got here.
Right.
His name is Halithon.
I don't know that.
No, of course you wouldn't. You are new. That is Halithon
Right.
Fives. If you want to go over and say hello to him, he is quite amenable to chatting with strangers.
I don't know. I don't want to disturb.
Hello, friend. Article. Yes. I have had a drink and would like to play a game. If you don't mind teaching me the rules.
Oh, well, the rules are a little bit esoteric, you must understand, but you seem like a clever fellow. Barnacle, you said?
Barnacle, yes.
Barnacle, I'm Halithon. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
And he will gesture you to the other side of the table, and what follows is a half hour of the most weird rules you have ever heard in your life. This feels like a combination of 4 different bar games that really should never have been mashed together, and yet somehow after this half hour explanation it kind of makes sense how they fit together.
Okay. So the acorns and the cards interact in these ways. Okay. Got it.
Exactly. All right. Ready to try it out?
I think so, but before we get started, are these the official tournament rules?
Oh, tournaments. Well, if I could get anyone else to actually learn the game, maybe we could do a tournament or 2. I don't know.
Fair enough. No better way to learn than doing.
Exactly. That's what I keep telling them, but no.
I rolled an 8 with fear on instinct. Is he getting scammed right now?
Ooh.
Is money being bet on this?
No money is being bet on
Okay.
this.
All right. Well, then I'm not worried about it.
Moment. I need confidence before a con starts.
You do know how cons work.
Yes.
From that instinct roll, I would say that is a fail with fear. And as far as you are concerned, he was speaking a whole other language that whole time. You can't make heads or tails of what these rules are.
Okay.
And without knowing the rules, you can't really tell if he's being scammed.
Valid.
So if you're a little bit on edge about that, that is entirely up to you.
I'm concerned for my friend here, but it's his money. I don't think that he. I trust him enough that he's not going to put a massive debt on the king's head or anything. I don't think I'm going to have to bail him out beyond. No, I trust you that you will not dig yourself into a deeper hole. You will not bet more money than you have in your purse.
I won't get myself into trouble I can't get out of.
Yes,
That is a broad category.
Yes,
That's a very interesting category.
That is exactly the kind of trust that I have in you. I know that you know your limits.
Yes.
And so while I may be concerned that you're going to waste your money, it is not my problem.
Have you ever been to the River Trouble?
So this game.
All right, so I'll deal us both a hand, and quicker than any human could have, or other humanoid. You have a hand of cards laid out in front of you. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. And he picks up his hand of cards, and the game begins.
Yeah. Happily hang out here for as long as possible.
Offer me a roll.
You did say it's a bar game.
Yes.
So I assume there is some form of deceit or bluffing involved.
There's a certain amount of bluffing that is involved. Like the dice aspect is a little bit like liar's dice. The card element is a little bit like poker, but also a little bit like slapjack.
Okay. Then yeah, I think it's I'm going to consistently try to hide when I would need to slap in type of once the reaction speed starts happening, I want to just continuously feign and bluff my way through.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna go with a deceive. To
Give me a good deceive.
Oh, I don't fully understand what's happening. And I'm like, no, I know this one thing. I'm gonna try to execute on that as much as possible.
Excellent.
And that would be a 13 with fear.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to say that's a success with fear. So you are successfully able to conceal how well you are picking up the game, but there just is never an opportunity for you to grab the advantage that you are building for yourself with this deceit. You're pulling it off, but also this guy's wily.
Okay. How long have you been playing this game?
a century, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Fair. Quite good, I think.
Of course, I invented it.
Ah, that explains a lot. Great. Are you open to adaptation?
I'm listening.
Well, see, you have these movements practiced down pat
Of course.
for the last 10 years. And as a newcomer, I feel like we need to do some sort of variance, get back to basics. So I'm thinking before you touch the deck, you also have to touch the edge of the table.
Interesting. So, touch.
Yeah.
I see.
You're very good with the cards and very good at handing them out, but you gotta extend out here.
That could level the playing field. Maybe that's why people don't want to play with me. My reflexes are a little bit faster than your average person. Interesting. I like you, friend.
I see something growing here. I like it.
Something very interesting.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing while he is learning this insane game?
I think Kari's going to try to get to know Varian a little bit better. Ask him about his exploits, what he's been doing in the forest, and getting really excited to hear about the conquest that you have had.
I love the slide into the accent.
I have to try to get there.
Varian
talking out of character this whole time.
is keeping things close and just being very vague about everything and not talking about exploits or anything.
Oh, that is a shame because there was this one. I think what happens is unintentionally, Kari starts doing that thing that some people do when you're trying to get a story, so you give a story, and they're all just sounding so much bigger and badder than the ones that you've had. So you're less not paying attention, not noticing that part.
Right.
He's actively trying to bond, but
It's that touch of the tism.
yeah. Just, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Varian talks about it's very humble, out sleeping under the stars.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It's staying out of the city.
The city's not so bad, I've noticed. At least when working with Marlo, we have been able to find a fairly good arrangements.
And then he does let slip his greatest accomplishment was slaying that one boar so many years ago.
Oh, this boar. Yes, please tell me more about the boar.
Well, it was eating things, and I shot it.
Another ale appears in front of you.
Yes, that was pretty much it, and then I carried it to Marla.
Ah, fantastic. Oh, this was the boar from the... Oh,
Yes.
yes, I've heard about this boar. I
I have not.
never did find out how well it tasted.
I did not either.
My understanding was it ended up being burnt because it was being cooked for too long because they were waiting. Shame. Such a shame. So much beautiful meat wasted. Such a beautiful kill wasted. I'm very sorry, my friend.
So it wasn't even enjoyed? Oh,
So sorry, my friend.
it's very large.
Yes. Sounds like it would have been a lot a very interesting trial to carry it all the way from the forest as well.
Yes, it was a struggle. Thank you. I managed by myself.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
And two sticks, some rope,
Oh, yes. This is the carried line.
some wheels on it as well.
Oh, ingenious. Very impressive.
Marlo, what are you doing?
Marlo's definitely not between them during this, so I'm the player is enjoying watching this, but Marlo is off to the side. I think at the bar, continuing to chat with the bartender, trying to understand, conditions here in the town. If there's anything that's been troubling the villagers, if there's anything, just trying to collect information that may be useful to the king about the state of affairs here in the town, and if there's anything I can do to help the villagers, immediately or in the short term on behalf of the throne.
Sure.
And then I'm catching bits and pieces of this conversation when there's a lull in my conversation with the bartender, and I'm just letting it go.
Varian is just slowly more demoralized. over time.
But I'm also hearing, like, increasing defensiveness, I think, from both of you. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I did this cool thing. And this cool thing.
And this
Oh, yeah.
cool thing.
Well,
Yes, you did. You did some very cool things. It was amazing. Very impressed by you.
The general feel that you get is, I mean, of course, there are struggles being in the heart of the Sablewoods, but in general, this is a place that that keeps a little bit to itself. But through the efforts of the Whitefire Arcanist, this is a safe place and it is a good place.
Okay.
So the Arcanist keeps it safe and the people keep it good. And there's a good sense of give and take that you get the sense of from Lausa.
Okay.
Of course, everyone, she is sad to hear about Daryl, and that will, of course, put a bit of a pall over the festival that is being prepared for currently.
Festival?
The festival.
Festival.
Tell me more about the festival.
It's called the First Moss Festival, and it is a spring festival celebrating when the moss is first starting to grow, which indicates that the fruit is coming in, and the various crops are going to be coming in strong and good, and everyone is very excited. Preparations are being made for that to happen.
Wonderful. That does make me wonder, and Marlo wouldn't vocalize this, but it really seems like so much of what makes this town special, what keeps this town safe, is related to the work of the Arcanist, which does make me wonder, what is this thing that I'm taking on behalf of the king? What is its importance? Is there a threat to the Arcanist? Is this something that, will this thing that I'm carrying help the Arcanist and therefore help these people? Or perhaps not? So I think Marlo is feeling a sense of growing curiosity when normally she's pretty business first about doing the king's business, and also maybe a little bit of dread about what if the king's business is not will not bode well for the Arcanist and therefore for the people of this town. And I want to think that it's going to be okay. Surely the king doesn't want any harm to befall these people.
But there,
But the amount of secrecy concerns me.
and that is completely valid. I think Lausa picks up a little bit on she's a bartender.
Sure.
Picks up on a little bit of the concern. Just puts another cider in front of you.
Thank you. It's been a long day.
So I can tell.
It's only lunchtime.
What a week, Lemon. It's Wednesday.
It's been a long week today. But yeah, that is the general sense that you get talking to Lausa. You do catch a glimpse at one point of some of the children, led by Fidget, scrubbing at the shoes that are hanging.
That's adorable.
And eventually, you get your butt kicked in this game. It's very fortunate that you weren't tossing for money because you would have lost your shirt. But he just seems delighted to have someone else who wants to learn this game, and he would happily keep you here all day.
Ooh, sorry, Hal. I think Boss Lady's got that look about her that I think we're on to our next stop. But absolute pleasure. We'll happily play again. And who knows? Maybe we're neighbors one day.
Oh, well, I would be quite delighted about that. Yes, absolutely. We can work out on some more of these variants that you suggest. It's an interesting idea, certainly.
Sometimes less is more.
But less isn't as much fun for me.
Fair.
If I don't have at least 5 things to keep track of at all times, my attention wanders and then everything goes to hell.
I think I have something for you, but it's not ready. Can I find you here?
I'm usually here.
Great.
We will see you then.
See you around.
All right. And is it time to gather up and head?
Yes, I think we shall head on to the family of giants with whom we are likely... Do we just walk over and introduce ourselves, or do we have someone from the pub to...
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about that. I will speak with the various families and make sure that you have proper accommodations. And when you are done with your errand, if your errand takes longer than today, then we'll make sure that you have accommodations for the time that you are here. And if you are able to finish it in a short amount of time, well, then you will return and find your rest.
Okay.
Where is the cart of our friend?
It's on the edge of town, just past the wards, or just inside the wards, on the route that we came in from the forest. Just tucked off to the side.
I see.
Would there be someone we could take to it and help us either get it back to the family or...
Let me send someone with you to direct you into the right place, and take a little bit of a roundabout way. People will recognize that cart immediately.
Fair.
We don't want to raise alarm.
Correct. So I think best to keep a lower profile. But Sal, come here. And a human woman like sticks her head out of the back, comes out drying her hands, sticking the towel into her apron pocket. What's up? And there's a short exchange where it's basically take our friends by kind of the roundabout away from the center of the village to get out to farmlands and direct them to Daryl's farm. And we will pick up there when we return from break.
Yay!
To go and find your way to Daryl's farm, deliver the bad news, and perhaps find your way to the Whitefire Arcanist. Hang around, friends. We'll be back very shortly with the continuation of our Daggerheart adventure. See you soon.
See ya.
Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to Quests and Chaos. When we left off, our valiant team had made it to the village of Hush, much to Barnacle's chagrin, again, having to cross a river of all things. The worst, the absolute worst.
It should be illegal.
Who knows what's in that river?
I know what's in that river.
Oh no.
Water.
Foreshadowing. There's foreshadowing in the river.
Unkillable creatures because they just keep getting healed in there.
Cromelians? What were they?
Oh no, the
Cromelians.
Cromelians are the ones that you know about that are nice.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know that they're there. They're the ones that are there. Yeah. I don't know about anything else.
I don't know. It's fine.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Definitely
Don't
and
think about
unkillable
that.
creatures who basically live in holy water.
What?
Someone's got
Who
to
could
make that water
possibly
holy.
live in?
I mean, if you go after them with necrotic magic, it could go the other way. Sorry, that's D&D talk sneaking in here.
Yeah, I noticed.
But you have all made it into the village of Hush, been welcomed by the village folk, and you are now being directed very carefully with the dead man's wagon around the village center, where a festival is being put together. It is not happening yet, but you're seeing some of the lovely booths going up, some bunting, just little flags.
Aw.
Like this is you get the impression this is the event of the spring.
Very wholesome.
And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It sounds like it's going to be happening tomorrow if you all are sticking around for it.
Well, perhaps.
Perhaps, depending on how things go. Mm-hmm. But Sal does guide you around on some of the more back paths. It's a little chancy with the carriage.
Yeah.
But you are able to make it through because everything's at least a wagon width. Mm-hmm. And she directs you. I mean, you can't miss it, right? You just keep going straight, and when you see apple trees, turn left.
The farm with the trees. Got it.
The farm with the trees. Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Yes.
Safe journeys. I need to go back to work. Anything else y'all need?
No, thank you very much.
Good, yeah.
Do you have a block of wood?
What?
Don't worry about it. I'll find one.
Block of wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on, actually. And she heads off in a direction. A couple minutes pass. She comes back with a very nice piece of oak.
Oh,
Here you go.
that'd be perfect. Thank you. When are you been driving?
Sure.
And yeah, I'll just slide on over and just thieves' tools out, and I just start whittling into the wood.
You're whittling with your thieves' tools.
There's like files and stuff in there too.
There's probably a knife.
Starting to get. There's plenty of knives.
Love everything about this.
Varian is going to attempt to drive this wagon.
Oh yeah, you did say you were a very good driver. Of course.
He said he was.
Yeah.
He said he was.
What do I need to roll?
This is a
for that?
carriage towing a wagon.
It's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing, because, I mean,
Oh, right. Yeah.
unless you want to
Finesse?
unhitch horses for the carriage and put them on the wagon.
That just seems
Navigate.
silly.
Finesse.
Offer me a roll. What do you think is appropriate in this situation?
Control.
Yeah, control. That's fine.
All right.
Oh yeah, you're probably good at finesse.
Go ahead and roll me the 2d12s. Note which one is your hope, which one is your fear.
Okay, hope is red. Oh, 8 evens. 4 and 4.
Is that 4 and 4?
yeah.
That is a critical success.
Oh,
in
nice.
Daggerheart.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
That's our first crit, I think.
That is our first crit.
Nice.
Damn.
There are special rules for that, and I don't remember.
It's definitely the first crit then, because Ren was not prepared for it.
Correct.
The vague synopsis I remember was it's always a success with hope.
Always success with hope, and I think you can clear a stress if you have one.
And then the DM gives us each $5.
Oh, well, if I had $5 in my wallet, you know that'd be yours, Leanne.
How do I, what are you guys using for hope?
Then everyone,
Pencil.
everyone
you mark it on
watching
your-
has
on
to
your
send
sheet.
in bits because we got a crit, right?
There we go.
Bits for crits.
Success critical. There we are. Daring to impress, never
It's for
change.
crits. I like that.
I'm just going to quickly verify. Yep. You get what you want and a little extra. You gain a hope and clear a stress. And if you made an attack roll, you also deal extra damage.
Nice.
Woohoo. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So,
You drive the shit out of that one.
Yeah.
You drive
very
the
well.
absolute,
Yes.
like, you have the, like, are you nervous about driving a carriage that's towing a wagon? Is that?
Well, he would not be showing it, though.
Oh, of course
He'd be
not. So you're being
pretending it is-
extra careful, but passing it off
Yeah.
super well. Like anyone watching would think that you were a long haul teamster. All right, so you do get yourself guided around, and you are heading down this farm road.
So smooth you can whittle it away without.
Yeah, you don't
rut.
slice yourself at all.
I'm still randomly offering advice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I would expect absolutely no less.
Yeah,
frankly.
not looking up, not too fast up here.
A little close in that back corner.
The horses are.
Are you paying any attention to this
No,
advice?
no,
Excellent.
no.
So you do make it out of the village. You see a variety of crops that have begun to cultivate a thin layer of glowing blue moss over the tops of their fruits and vegetables. They pulse softly like a heartbeat as you pass. Among the thriving groves, you note that the sablewood trees in this area have hundreds of unique faces carved into all sides, the eyes peering in every direction. I may or may not have been looking directly at Barnacle.
Say that one more time.
Among the thriving groves, you notice that the sablewood trees in this area have hundreds of unique faces carved into all sides, the eyes peering in every direction.
The ringleaders.
The wood leaders?
Ring. Trees have rings.
Yeah.
Oh, boo!
No, I went there too.
Works on multiple levels.
I like how you booted the person who explained the pun rather than the person who made the pun.
You know,
Unintentional pun, though, huh?
it's
Yeah.
intend your puns, you coward.
Don't take my bits.
Actually, we have bits to disseminate. There was 500 bits from Red Dead Coquette for the crit.
Yay! Bits for crits.
And for those who don't know for any reason, we are using the bits as a re-roll. Take the new roll.
Nice.
Effectively. All right. So you're driving down this way. There are definitely lots and lots of eyes watching you, but it's the eyes of the Sablewood. How you feel about that is up to you. But you do see along one side, you're starting to see a carefully curated orchard.
All right, y'all. Who wants to talk to the dead guy's family?
A representative of the king.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just thought I'd ask. I think Marlo, like, genuinely hates doing these kinds of... This is not what mage work is supposed to be. This feels very dark and gross. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot of negative energy coming out of this, which I think she probably even feels that in her spellcasting. Like, I think she will feel a certain amount of, like, it's going to be harder to do spellcasting for a little bit after this.
Noted.
Not for too much longer, but, I think it's going to feel...
It's going to weigh on you for a little while.
It's, going to the gym on that day when you're just tired and you just don't have the
today.
energy. Yeah, that day when you show up and you're just like, wow, why is this heavier than usual? I think that's kind of how it is when she has to deal with this sort of activity.
Kari puts a hand on your shoulders. I don't know if it is helpful, but I will go with you.
Thank you.
I'm also happy to do the talking if you like. I was pretty insistent that we take these steps, so...
I think I will appreciate your support there, but I think Varian is right that it is my duty as a representative of the crown.
Great.
And I will accept that duty.
I will guard the wagons.
Great.
Thank you. Okay. It needs to be done.
All right. So there's a path that leads up to the farmhouse that cuts off of the main drag that is long on its own, much like a vineyard kind of path. It feels longer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because of the weight, though, that you were pulling with you in this. But you do eventually make it up to... It's a good little farmhouse. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel run down or anything like that. It feels relatively prosperous for a farm. Everything is, there's fresh paint that may have just been put in as after the winter season rolled through. It feels... fresh. It feels inviting in the way that a warm apple pie fresh out of the oven feels inviting.
That's so nice.
And how would you like to approach the situation?
I think we will, stop the carriages and stuff a little ways out and walk the rest of the way in on foot, the three of us, with me leading, and whatever... I suppose I would probably carry some sort of signet or other marker of my, showing that I really am representing the king. I'm not just some random.
Do you think that Marla would wear a cloak, or does she wear like a chain of office, or what does a signet look like?
I think it is an actual signet ring.
Okay.
I think that is what she has chosen. I think there are many different ways that people within the royal staff might mark that emblem, but I think that is the option that she has chosen, which is, reasonably popular, but not the only way.
Sure.
Yeah.
So as you approach the farmhouse door, an upstairs window bangs open, and a little tow-headed child sticks their head out. It's not Fidget, but they look remarkably similar, like maybe cousins.
No.
Hello, friend. Is one of your grown-ups home?
Yeah, Ma's home.
All right. Well, and so I'll, as we approach, I'll knock on the door, and whichever small children run out next, I will be insisting on speaking to the grown-ups privately.
Yeah, there is a gaggle of children.
I figured as much.
And they range from mid-teens down to probably about 5 years old, somewhere in that neighborhood. They're, 5 or 6 children. They move around enough that it's hard to get a good count.
Who's to say how many there are?
They got the zoomies.
I'm not going to say how many there are because I can't be bothered.
Yeah, there's some children.
There are children.
Yeah.
And they range from, like, the younger are kind of tow-headed up to, like, brunettes.
Yeah, okay.
But the door does open, and a woman, probably in her early 30s, comes out drying her hands. All right, children, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Back off. Ma, go. You have chores to finish. Shoo. And she kind of flaps at them with her apron.
Cute. Well, this incredibly charming scene. Okay, also the player is forgetting the name of the deceased.
Daryl.
Daryl, okay.
Do the kids actually disperse?
They go a little ways away in that way of children who want to know what's going on.
I'll peek my head around the corner and be like, hey, I got a gold coin if there's anyone here who can find me in the orchard.
They all look at each other. Deal.
And I'll just run out the door and just see how many follow.
And Marla's just like...
And the entire pack of children go tearing off into the orchard.
Oh yeah, first tree I get into, I'm going to jump into, and then like 90 feet away, I'm going to fall out of another one.
Nice!
Like actually fall out of?
Oh yeah, pretty much. But yeah, use the shadow jump to basically jump from tree to tree.
That's very
and then that way they're like, oh, he means business.
That's awesome.
And you do see as you're falling out of one of the shadows, they've clocked this, and they kind of huddle up, and then they spread in all directions in the orchard.
Okay, nice.
Awesome.
Well, that's quite a fine carriage to be coming and visiting our little farmhouse. What can I do for you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. So my name is Marla Fairwind. I am passing through town on some of the king's business. I work for the royal family, for the throne. And as we were coming into town today, we happened upon a cart. I think we're probably parked somewhere such that we could point to and see the cart kind of around. Is this cart? Some folks in town said that this might belong to your family. Is this correct?
She turns and looks, and just all the color drains out of her face. Yes, that's my father's cart.
Well, ma'am, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the gentleman who was driving this cart appeared to have passed away as we were going through town today, as we were heading through the forest.
How? What happened?
It's hard to say exactly. It appeared there had been some sort of a carriage accident, but it's hard to say for sure if it was entirely an accident or if perhaps the cart was ambushed. We do have the body in the cart. I wasn't sure what your people's burial rites were, so we wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity to observe in whatever way you feel fit.
Yes, thank you for... Kindness is a strong word, but... Of course. May I see?
Of course, of course.
And she comes over with you, and however you choose to reveal
I will be
body.
there, and I will just slowly pull one of the cloaks off
Yeah.
of the head.
This is definitely someone who... Farm folk deal in loss.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't have an immediate breakdown or anything of that nature, but you do see that this comes as a blow.
Of course.
Yes, that is my father.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances, but I figured it was only right that we not let this tragedy go by unmarked, or it would be worse for it to be a mystery to you all.
Yes, very much so. Yes. All right, we will. Yes, we will. We will handle this.
It may be cold comfort, but if the bandits were responsible, they will trouble no one else. We made certain of that.
Well, that is something. Yes. Sam. Then she's going to turn away and turn away quickly enough that maybe only the quickest, those are the sharpest perceptions, catch tears starting to stream down her face. Mm-hmm. And she definitely retreats into the work of getting her husband, unhitching the wagon from the carriage. She does not accept any help for this. She and her husband are handling this with the reverence of handling a hearse, effectively. And they will wheel it so that you guys can turn the carriage around. Mm-hmm.
On behalf of the Crown, I do want to extend our deepest condolences. My crew and I will be in the area for at least a couple more days, and if there's anything more that we can do to help, please do not hesitate to reach out. We would be happy and honored to help you and your family in this time of trouble.
We will be returning him to the Sablewood. There is a graveyard just outside of the wards where we bury ours. If you would honor us, if you would like to attend.
It would be lovely to do so.
It will be not tomorrow. The festival's tomorrow.
Yes, and particularly, it's such a shame to be bringing news like this on any day, but especially when it will cast a pall on what appears to be a very lovely festival.
We have, we have a cellar that we can keep his body cool in, so that it will not. Well, yes. If you are staying within the village, I will send one of the children to find you.
Yes, I believe we'll be staying with the family of giants in town on account of, my friend here requires some particular accommodations, as you might imagine.
Her answering smile is a little tremulous, but she does try.
Yes, of course.
Thank you again. It is hard news, bad news, but better infinitely by far than wondering.
Of course. Take good care. We will give you space to confer with your family and get on with the business and not only the business but the how do you say it, the grief that comes with a moment like this. So we will give you your space, and we wish you all the best in this time.
Thank you. And you can see that she is now holding herself together with baling wire and a prayer, and both are about to fail.
Make a very graceful,
Yes.
quick exit.
Gracefully, quickly get out of there.
Yeah. And as you're starting to drive the carriage down and down the long road, you see her turn into her husband, and he wraps her up in a hug.
Mm-hmm. Playing TTRPGs is fun. This is a fun hobby that we have.
I will say, we'll probably talk about more of this more in the After Dark. The quick start accounts for none of that.
I had a hunch. That was going to be my first
Yeah.
question in the After Dark is like, we weren't supposed to do any of that, right? You had to improv all that?
We will talk more about that in the After Dark, but yes, correct.
All right.
How do we signal to you that we're ready to go?
Yeah, as I start to hear the pull away, I'll go ahead and just bust out of the woods and be like, ha ha! No one can catch me, fully anticipating just being
You are
dogged.
mobbed.
And at that point, I'll start monologuing and be like, oh, the impressive teamwork and moral support of family has caught me. Oh, through the power of togetherness, you all can do anything.
And
Marlo will do the two-finger whistle that the player cannot do.
as a 5-year-old plops down on
just
top
be
of
like,
your chest.
dude, get over here. We're leaving.
I think I've gone into the orchard to find you, and I just kind of like with
Pull
your
out of pile.
pull you
Yeah.
out of the pile. Time to go.
Oh, my own family calls. Great job. And I'll just flick the coin off into like the pile.
Let him fight for it.
Remember, together you can accomplish anything and get through any turmoils. You're all brave souls. Goodbye.
Yes, no matter what troubles may befall you.
And there's a little bit of turmoil before the oldest girl gets a hold of the coin and holds it up above the reach of her younger siblings.
Nice.
We will split this for candy at the festival tomorrow. We all got him. And it is maybe strange for the other three to be leaving to the sound of children laughter, but maybe it lifts your spirits a little.
He's so good with kids.
That was very kind of you.
Is it the other thing that you want to emulate about him? Is how good he is with children? So as you all collect back together, the carriage drives on down the path. deeper toward where you were told the Arcanist's house is.
Back to the pre-written stuff.
Yeah, back to
I did have to stop halfway
player
through the pre-written bit because I was like, nope, this is not correct at the moment. But you are driving deeper. It's weird that the wards extend this far. Marlo, you know how odd this is, that the wards go this, that the wards encompass this much land if it's being held by one person.
Yeah, so this is either someone very powerful or there are more magic wielders involved than have been given credit for their work.
And honestly, as a magic user yourself, you can sense the pulse and the flex of the magic in this place, and it isn't emanated by the trees with eyes, but it does seem to be amplified. So anytime
it's like a repeater.
Yeah, yes, that is actually an excellent way to think of it.
Okay.
When one of the waves of magic hits a tree with eyes, it bounces off and it's louder or it's stronger. So this may be something that was used to amplify the strength of one person, or maybe there's more than one spellcaster. Maybe this is the work of generations.
Yeah, and I imagine like Marlo is sensing all that and saying like, oh, this is like very interesting magic.
Yeah.
Because this is not just powerful magic, but it's kind of unique. I imagine I haven't really felt this particular kind of magic before.
Yeah, and this is the sort of thing that now that you're thinking about it and you're kind of feeling your way through, this is the sort of thing, like, it is elegantly simple.
Yes.
In that way of like a well-cut line on a piece of wood. This is something that was done by someone who's very good.
Yeah. Excellent.
Or someones who are very good.
Yeah.
And maybe for you, you're more accustomed to being around more magic users. And so you're used to like sloppy magic, maybe.
Yeah. People, the difference between, people who just have an intuitive sense for music but can't read sheet music at all versus the people who are like properly trained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever saw the movie Amadeus. No, there's a bit where Salieri looks at the sheet music and goes, "This is the first copy. This is perfect. This is beautiful. It's so clean." That's kind of how you feel looking at it.
Okay, yeah.
Where it's like, this is beautiful work.
Very precise and skillful work rather than
Hey,
just
look,
like,
I made a movie reference.
yeah, look at you. Look at you.
I do love that movie. So yeah, the sense of well-being continues on as you roll deeper and deeper, and it takes you fully another 45 minutes or so before you see the spot that was described to you, which is a bigger tree than all of the rest. That's your first clue. You see that from a little ways. And then you see a house? ? Hanging from it like a piece of overripe fruit. So if you, I can actually show you a picture.
Oh,
Giant beehive.
oh, neat.
Yeah, it's like a giant beehive that's being held up by a piece of rope. It hangs from a braid of rope as wide around as a giant's forearm, tied to a massive branch and counterweighted by a cabin-sized boulder lying at the base of the tree. The stone is marked with a collection of symbols, and the cabin windows flash with a soft yellow-green light.
Oh, so cozy.
Cozy is an excellent word for that, although people don't usually call yellow-green light cozy.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Sickly.
Yeah, that's usually the color,
That too.
the word associated with that tone. But yeah, you, as you are getting closer, this is the Arcanist's home, and it is way up there.
Seems excessive.
Do you want to shadow jump up there and just plop on top of it?
I don't know if I can.
How high up is that?
It is beyond the reach of your shadow jump ability easily. Now, you could probably shadow jump into one of the branch crevices and then shadow jump. Like, you could probably string jumps if you wanted to.
Or we could call out, perhaps.
We should probably start with
Yeah,
that.
perhaps
Yes.
start with
If
talking.
we're supposed to be working with an ally.
How would we knock?
Shake the rope.
take the flat of the axe and knock
Bang.
it on the stone.
Yeah.
Do you now?
Do you now?
The moment that the steel of your axe comes anywhere near that rock, it blasts you backward a few feet. There is strong magic on this rope. Mark a stress.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
That hurt. That sucked.
That's not the doorbell.
Hey, I'd like to thank you for taking that risk and being that person. We really appreciate you always, getting your body involved.
Yes.
And I'm going to use an inspirational words, and you can clear a hit point.
Oh, that's nice.
That's very sweet.
That is very kind of you.
I gotta use it at some point.
I mean, it's true. What you said something about calling out?
Yeah. Arcanist, hello. We are here.
Delivery?
There's no response, but the light still flickers up there. You get the impression that someone's probably home.
Arcanist, we are here on the king's business.
Still no response.
I mean,
I want to get into
climb.
I want to get into our carriage and pull out the box
Mm-hmm.
and see if maybe bringing the attention of the magic in the area to this thing if that triggers any sort of
So you bring it like near the stone?
any sort of reaction from anything.
So what does magic sound like to you?
I think it's usually like a low hum, like an air conditioner on in the background, or like tinnitus.
That's a high-pitched hum, but yes, I know what you mean.
a little both. Depends on the kind of magic.
Sure.
Sometimes it might be kind of a low rumble. Sometimes it might be a high pitched thing. And I think when closer to like particularly strong or interesting magic, like I think this is coming out as more of like a frequency, like kind of a little bit more of a musical frequency, maybe even with like a slight harmonic on top of it.
I think, if I may,
Yeah.
it may feel like to you if you're standing next to an organ and someone's stepping on two of the pedals.
Yeah. Yeah, where there's just that, it with just like a little bit of the third or fifth above it or something.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, a little something extra in
Yeah.
there, because this is kind of an interesting magic. And I feel like it kind of pulses a little bit too.
Excellent. And when you bring the box, this magically locked magical chest, like this is hella locks, as our astute note taker said. The pitch changes.
Yeah.
It goes up a fifth.
Okay. And I imagine it's now like kind of harmonizing in a more like complicated harmony than before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is actually a really good way to put it, because it is controlled natural magic next to what you might think of as city magic.
Okay.
And they don't quite go together, but they harmonize really nicely.
Yeah. It's like two instruments playing in the same key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you like to do? Is there anything in particular you want to do as you're bringing the box closer?
I don't think there's anything in particular, except I might kind of nod to my my tougher compatriots to just kind of like, things might happen in a minute here. Be ready. Just to kind
You
of.
sure you don't want me to hold the box?
No,
for
I
you?
think
Just
I think as the
should I be ready to catch you or?
maybe that.
Okay.
But I think as the representative of the crown and as mage, I think it's appropriate for me to be the person. But I don't know what's about to happen, so y'all got my back, right?
Always.
Over here.
And even Barnacle.
Yeah, I'm very clearly 31 feet away.
Yeah.
On the, like, you have your back, like the bow comes out. It's like an arrow knocked.
Okay.
All right.
Just because nothing.
I've got the axe in one hand and my arm ready to catch you, like just in case.
Excellent.
Not
Ready
sure
to
what to
shoot
do.
any monster that comes out.
Hell yes.
All right. And you're 31 feet away.
I'm 31 feet away.
Nice.
Playing with the top of my hood. I think this might be frayed.
And if it's not, you're gonna make it frayed.
Make it afraid.
That too.
Did anything happen?
So I'm noticing the magic is changing. It's reacting to what's happening here.
But it is harmonizing, and it's not a dissonant note.
Yeah, this is hard to explain, but it's like the box wants to be here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. And as you get closer, it's like more notes are being added.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're all fitting into the key. Mm-hmm. And do you put the box down or do you continue holding it?
I think I continue holding it to see, as I'm figuring out what happens. And if that doesn't seem to do anything, then I may try something different.
Okay. When you stop right in front of the stone, the pulsing lights of the stone get brighter, and you can see the light was yellow-green, and then it deepens down into more like the darker green of the aurora, flashing through these various sigils. And up above you, a door opens.
Hello.
A 7-foot mix of humanoid and firefly. The Arcanist is a fairy that moves in a combination of both very slow and suddenly jerky motions. Though her expressions are difficult to read from that distance, her emotions are very clear in her voice. She is old but spry, and she eyes the group mischievously. Are you the group Emma sent from the capital? Oh
Yes,
my, you're rather
indeed.
late, aren't you? Come in. And the house starts to lower down as the rope untwines itself from around the boulder, lowering it down to where you all are.
Yep.
I gotta get me one of those.
Pretty impressive, yeah?
And she opens the door for you. Come in. Oh, goodness, you're a tall one, aren't you? Right. And the whole house folds open like a lotus flower, and it looks like the base of it scoots wider before folding back closed again to make a comfortable ceiling height for you.
Thank you.
Well, that's real neat.
Welcome.
Definitely need one of these.
You notice this treehouse is surprisingly spacious. The main room is a crowd of potion bottles, spellbooks, runes, plants, and small creatures of all kinds. But no one could classify this place as messy. It's clear that if anyone moved a single item, even an inch, the old fairy would notice. A black bat cat comes up and shoves itself against your leg. Yes, I'm very much thinking your cat with the bat wings.
Oh, yeah. Which she wore for a long time on Halloween, by the way.
Shockingly.
She was just so chill with it. She's adorable.
But yeah, the little leathery bat wings fold up, shoves herself against your leg.
So cute.
You know what? I'm gonna make a decision. I don't think Marlo's a cat person.
Ooh.
Just, you know what? I'm just gonna play that.
No. Cats are always drawn to the people who don't like cats.
I think
It does make sense.
She doesn't have a problem with them. She's, I think, maybe mildly allergic. And so she's like, hello there.
Cat twining around your legs.
Who is a cat?
Yes. Yep.
Just goes, okay, meow.
Are you speaking to the cat in the
No,
bat cat in
to
its
you.
language? Oh, okay.
It's like, okay, meow. Whatever.
Present company exclusive.
Come in. Sit. You've all traveled a long way. It is time for some tea. Yes, tea.
Thank you.
And that must be your package from Embers. Put it over there.
Yes, it is. I must say I have been really fascinated by the wards in this area. Are these all you're doing?
Well, mine and my mother's and my grandmother's, we've built on it to make this place a place of refuge. It's call it a family project.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful magic. I mean, it's
Thank you.
very very skillfully done. Sometimes you, as I'm sure you're aware, sometimes you encounter magic that feels a bit amateurish.
Oh, certainly, all the time.
Or a bit forced together.
Oh, yes.
This is quite elegant.
Well, I wasn't expecting compliments today. Thank you, young lady.
Well, part of doing the king's business does occasionally involve a bit of flattery.
Well, we'll get you everywhere, they say.
Just about. Just about.
Come in, sit down. And she will actually direct Kari over to a comfortably sized chair for you. Maybe one of the first times that you've sat in like a comfortable chair for you in a long time.
This is amazing.
Oh, we can get one of those too.
I try to make sure any guests that come through are well taken care of. I don't get to see many visitors, but you know, sometimes it's enjoyable to perch on a nice chair.
I think for the rest of the conversation, Kari's hand is just going to be draping down over the arm of the chair, hoping that the cat's going to come by. Not actually actively trying to
But just like if you wanted to.
Just in case, you know, if you want to.
That particular bat cat doesn't come by, but after five or so minutes, you feel a cold nose press against your fingertips, and there's a tabby bat cat.
Oh, tabby bat cat.
That looks up at you with startled green eyes, and then just kind of.
Oh,
Kari will distribute scritches.
The scritches, the offering of scritches is well received.
Wonderful, wonderful.
How was your journey? Have you all made it here safely, I see?
We have. It has been a long. It's been a challenging journey for us, but we are. It is good to be here.
Well, the Sablewood outside of Hush is a dangerous place. It certainly can be, at least.
Yes, it can indeed.
Are you doing all right there, friend?
Oh, yeah. Technically in one piece and, you know, scoping out possible living situations and, yeah, it's a great place.
What sort of living situations?
Oh, just, it feels really comfortable on this side of the river. Yeah, might not want to go back.
Well, I'm certain that the town elders would love to have a conversation with you about that, if that's of interest to you. Could be quite interesting, she says with that mischievous smile, and that is a completely fairy smile.
Good tea.
Yes, you are each given tea and a plate of nibbles, and you get the impression she doesn't get many visitors. She's going to enjoy the hell out of having visitors.
Of course. Nice. Well, and it is always a pleasure to have an enthusiastic host, and so Marlo will be sure that we take advantage of all of her hospitality and no more. That we will be delightful guests to her for exactly the appropriate amount of time.
And you've spent your entire life around diplomatic situations. You know how to feel that out. You can sense that this is someone who may be a little bit lonely, but also has work to do.
Yes.
So that finding that delicate balance is certainly interesting.
So you mentioned that the wards are the work of a few generations of your family. Is it just you maintaining the wards now?
Currently, yes.
Do you have a protege or a successor?
I'm not quite ready for one of those just yet. I have a few more things to sink into the ground, but I have a niece who might be might be a good fit
Wonderful.
to pass the title of Arcanist on to.
Wonderful.
She's strong in the ways of the Whitefire.
Wonderful.
As Arcanist, you've got a pretty big role for the community. Do you have any roles in tomorrow's festival?
Well, as you know, I deal in the Whitefire. It is it's something of a tradition to do flashing lights in the sky once the sun has set.
Well, wonderful.
The children love it.
Of course.
You can tell stories every now and again with dancing lights and occasional flashes for the best parts of the story.
Wonderful.
Got to startle everyone a little bit, right?
Of course.
Keep them young. Are you all right there, friend?
I'm just waiting for danger.
You are safe here.
That seems very strange.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
admittedly, this is his usual affect.
Oh, of course. And I would never dull the blade of readiness. But here I think you can sheathe it. At least for a time. Since...
Quite a poet you are.
Ah, well, you have long enough by yourself. You'd come up with fun turns of phrases.
I know one. A man from Nantucket.
No.
No, go on.
You forgot how the rest of it goes.
Yeah, I don't know the rest of it. Everybody stops me when I get that
Forgot how the rest of it goes.
What's a Nantucket?
far. It's surrounded by water.
Never heard of her.
At the risk of, while it may not be my business to inquire, the package that we've brought on behalf
What's
of the
in
king.
the box? Do you need
yes.
help opening it?
I must admit that the curious magic coming off of it is quite intriguing, and the king declined to share with me what was within it. But of course, if it is not our business, so
Oh no!
we will fully respect that.
You, Miss Marlowe, were sent particularly, I think, because I think I know what it is Emerus sent. And she looks very tired for a moment. Right. Well, I heard this thing singing from downstairs, so let's crack her open. You have the key?
Do I have the key?
You do have the key.
I do have the key.
You have the key, both physical and half of the magical.
Yes. Well, and so I'll hand over the physical key and say that I have part of the working for the magical component, but I believe it is meant for us to do together.
Yes, exactly.
Roll up my lockpick set.
I don't think we'll be needing that. Thankfully, I did not misplace the physical key.
And if anybody looks over, you see, like, Varian's claws have come out. Just at the ready. For whatever comes out of that box.
I'm just imagining all of the fur on your back is
Yeah,
standing
exactly.
straight up, making you look very puffy.
And now the bat cats are also kind of picking up on that, like,
Oh yeah, I'm
The one on my lap jumps off. I've got maybe two that I'm just like screeching off the side.
Yeah.
I'm definitely slowly positioning myself to the opposite side of the room.
So if he pounces and misses, it doesn't hit you?
Yeah, so like not directly across, but like angled a bit.
Yeah.
As far away as I could be without seeming rude.
Of course. The Arcanist, with those surprisingly quick movements, unlocks all of the physical locks. And you hear her mutter a couple of words as she's touching the locks. You would know. These are locks that are backed up with that little bit of extra magic.
Yes.
So if someone who doesn't have the key and the word tries to open them, they'd get a probably pretty explosive surprise.
it's a box with two-factor authentication! God bless!
You can tell all the IT people immediately.
Excuse you, I am a tech privacy attorney.
That counts as being IT. Sorry to break it to you.
It does.
Excellent. And then she looks over at you and holds out a very long-fingered hand to you, palm up.
And I'll return with the other one palm down on top of hers. The player is assuming that that's the correct thing to do. Yes.
All right, you have the first half. You start.
Do I have to come up with a spell on the top of my head?
Yes, and go. No, you are able to cast the first half of it. When whatever way makes sense for Marlowe to cast this kind of ritual magic, whatever that looks like for you. Gregorian chants.
I imagine there is like some sort of old incantation in maybe like we never actually established what language we're speaking. I mean,
That's true.
So in like old common,
Sure.
I imagine. So it's sort of archaic language that
Yeah, it's
is
like using Latin.
Yeah. But I think it's something that's comprehensible to folks. I think it's more like hearing Middle English today, where it's like you mostly get the gist of it if you're not familiar with it, but it is like
There's words that are
weird,
like, what?
Yeah. So I think that's sort of the equivalent. There is a familiar incantation. There's probably a somatic component that goes with it as well. And I imagine that, based off of everything else I've picked up so far, that I imagine that the Arcanist's magic is like a very, very pleasant magic to interact with. I think probably in a spell like this, you are picking up the energy of the other person involved, and sometimes that is not a good vibe, but I think there's a very lovely energy here.
Yeah, I think I would equate it to like a waterbenders in Avatar: The Last Airbender, just like passing a wave
it's kind
back
of flowing,
and forth.
Yeah, flowing back and forth, yeah.
Yeah. So where your incantation pauses, hers picks up, and even for people who aren't casters, you're starting to see some blue-green light gathering around their hands as they are gesturing and speaking. And you hear in the back of your heads a click. And the lid pops open just a little bit. And she reaches out, gently flips the lid. All right, gather around. You all wanted to see what this is.
We did.
Inside, there is a massive stone with a lion's face carved into it. Marlo, you know this stone instantly. This is the keystone of the capital city's gate's main archway.
It's a rock.
So I know exactly what that is. Is this something where I'm like, why is that not where it's... Okay.
Your immediate reaction is, why is that not where it is supposed to be? This is
put that thing back where it came from.
Yes, or so help me.
Yeah.
So help me.
This is the keystone to the city's wards. All of them.
So if that's here,
This is why the king would have kept the delivery as secret as possible. Without this, the city, if people knew that this was here, the city would be overrun by nightfall. But he has sent it here to be recharged.
Okay, that's... Okay, send it here for
We have to
repair.
return.
I almost want to end the session right there.
I did just check my watch a second ago, and I'm like, we still got half an hour.
No gods, no kings. We can end whenever, and Ben, we have early mornings.
What do I know about the wards around the city already? I imagine I would know quite a lot about them.
Yes. It is one of... Maintaining the wards isn't exactly part of your duty as the king's mage, but you are very aware of how your magic specifically interacts with them, and also how the king's divine right, if you want to call it that, from the Forgotten Gods, interacts with this magic for protection of the city specifically. This is magic that is as old as the stones of the city.
I think now Marla's kind of like, how did I not know that this was gone? Shouldn't I have noticed that something was different? Shouldn't I? Why? Yeah, I think this is a period of confusion for her. What?
Sure.
How long has this been in need of recharging? Why didn't I notice its absence? Why didn't I notice its presence in the carriage with us?
Yeah.
And I think she's not saying any of that, but it's probably pretty clear on her face, and I imagine especially that the Arcanist would be deducing that as a fellow magic user.
100%.
Yeah.
I will say that when the lid clicked open, you felt the wash of magic.
Yeah.
You felt, but it felt, and now knowing what it is, it does feel a lot weaker than it should be.
Okay, so it's a familiar feeling, but it's not nearly at the level. Okay.
Yeah, like you know that the city is warded. It is one of the things that keeps it safe in times of trouble. There haven't been times of trouble in a little while, but you are very aware of it. The Arcanist kind of looks at you. Every 20 years or so, it needs to come and be recharged. It's been more often within my lifetime. Partially, I think because, well, there's more people in the city. More people to protect. And when that's the case,
He runs out.
a lot faster. So, it comes to me, or my mother, or my grandmother, to recharge. But it's always a bit of a process, which is part of why the king sends, well, the mage, as well as any companions that she can gather. I will need your help.
Of course.
We are going to have to step outside of the wards to get to the Vale, where the ceremony, where the ritual must take place in order to revitalize this. And the Sablewood will send some of its worst. It's happened before, and every time we've been successful, we're all standing here, as is this. But it is always a danger.
Thankfully, I have some of my most loyal and capable associates with me today. And we are eager to see the wards repaired around our city.
I think I'm using this expression right. This is my first rodeo.
Yes, I believe Emerus likes rodeos.
What happened 20 years ago when you last did one of these?
Would have been with my mother.
20 years ago, this one's mother brought it with her associates. It was a hard fight. No one died, but everyone left significantly damaged.
Great.
It is not an easy fight, but I see my giant friend is already itching for the fight.
I think Marla's remembering back to a time when she was much younger, when when her mother had been away on business and came back worse for wear and didn't speak of it. And this is that did happen a couple of times, so she can't say with certainty, it was that time. But
Sure.
This makes sense. This must have been some of what she was up to.
Yeah, and you may remember, I don't know how old Marlo is.
Neither do I.
I assume if she's an adult elf, relatively old.
Yes.
So you may have seen this happen a couple of times, and now thinking about it, they were about 20 to 25 years apart.
Yeah, there was that time when I was a younger adult, and that time where I was maybe an adolescent when, and then maybe even
when you
when
were
I
like
was very young.
Like maybe
Vaguely
you remember being a toddler and being like, "Where is mom?"
Yeah, yes, and understanding that she was away on business and on the king's business, and yeah, that I'm remembering now. Yeah, there were some times where she seemed to come back
Looking like
worse
she'd
for
been
wear.
through the ringer.
Yeah, and would not speak of those times. So, well,
Yes. And, of course, I cannot compel any of you. Except you, perhaps. That is...
there's no need to compel me. I understand that this is my duty to the king and to the people of the city.
But I cannot compel any of the rest of you if you do not wish to take on this fight. There is no shame in turning away now, but it must be now.
I would be
Because we need to
grateful for
leave.
your assistance, but I likewise would not press any of you into unknown dangers against your will. But I would be grateful for your help if you are willing to offer it.
You need not even ask.
Fighting is what I do. Without fighting, I don't know what I am.
Sounds like this will be the second hardest thing I do today.
Where is this location in relation to the river?
Very important question.
It is in the opposite direction.
See?
It's in the middle of the river.
Happy to come.
Happy to move further away from the river.
Yes, we will be going to the Open Vale. It is a place of strong ritual magic.
I don't think Marlo has been.
Never.
No.
This is completely new to you.
She's heard stories of it, but it's not a place that she has needed to be in the course of her business. So
Yeah.
this is...
The name pings something in your head, but
Yeah.
That's about it.
This is exciting and a little bit frightening. at the same
Sure.
time. Yeah.
Exciting but scared.
Yeah.
And all right. It is a little bit of a trek, so let's take a little bit of food for the road. You all look fair famished. So, and she will, of all the strange things that have happened today, she makes you excellent sandwiches. And passes them around. And as you all are, as the treehouse opens up again like a lotus, and you all make your way to your carriage, that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Because we're going to want the whole next session to handle, well, what's about to happen.
Oh boy.
Yes, indeed. So, thank you all so much for being here, my wonderful players. Gail, thank you so much for jumping in Pooja's spots. Thomas, always lovely to have you come in and join in. And Leanna and Mark, you guys are awesome, and I appreciate you.
He has also
So
played.
delightful.
You played
We were
too.
here too. I mean, yes. And even us.
And even you. So, just a schedule coming up. We have a new Redacted Reports dropping next Wednesday, and we have one more episode of Daggerheart next Wednesday, the 19th. But
Come see if we
before
die.
that, yeah, we might die. It's not too late for a TPK.
You'll be fine.
History.
I mean, look, either all y'all will die or all of my characters will die. So there'll be death.
True? Yeah.
Death.
There's a
But
small chance everyone.
Ooh. True.
that's very true.
Possibility.
But before you find out whether who lives, who dies, who tells the story, there is an arena on Monday at
We can't
November
clip the rights for
17th. It's short enough. I can get away with
Fair
it.
use.
Yeah. There is an arena this upcoming Monday, November 17th, using the Everyday Hero system. Patrons, your build instructions are in the Discord, and the builds are due tomorrow. Tag Lady Bedivere if you have questions. Follow Tabletop Today TV on YouTube, and stick around for the After Dark. Usually these are just for our patrons, but we're going to let everyone have a taste here on Twitch, so hang out. We'll be back in just a moment. See you soon, friends. It's fine. It's loosey-goosey. It's loosey-goosey. Go for it. Have fun. Oh, Wormwood.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Can I see those dice? Because those are pretty awesome.
Yes.
Those are really pretty.
gorgeous.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the
Okay.
After Dark. Mark has stepped out to get another drink, but he'll be back in a sec.
Beverage.
And we're admiring the pretty dice in the pretty Wormwood dice vault.
Woo!
What are these dice?
What's the occlusion?
It's
like
it's
gold
some,
flake.
Yeah, it's some sort of a gold flake thing. It's kind of a hidden treasure looking thing.
Foil. Gold foil.
Yeah.
What's the
I'm sure it's not actual.
brand? Do you know the brand of dice?
I do not know. I've had them for a few years, and if I ever knew, that information has been lost to time.
Yeah, a lot of my dice are like that because I
Yeah.
take them out of their packaging and I
Yeah.
put them into like my pretty dice
yeah.
jars.
Chances are that I bought it off of Etsy from somebody, and then it may or may not have been, drop shipped from that.
Right.
It was right around the time that Etsy was pivoting from cool to what is happening.
Oh, that's been
I
unfortunate.
miss old Etsy for sure.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yes. And the lovely Wormwood dice box was a gift from cousin. Hello, cousin.
Yes, good cousin.
I got that for Christmas a few years ago.
Well, because I met them on the Quest and Chaos Discord, I should say I did get to break in my new dice from Birds of Paradise.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, Andrea. These were
Nice.
super
Those
fun.
are, Mark is also rolling Birds of Paradise.
I don't bring my own dice apparently.
He just forgets
These
his
are
own.
mine and they're beautiful and I love them. Thank you.
He just leaves his dice around. That's okay. We have tons of dice here. I've got my dice vault that I use that says, yes, I need them all because I do.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Correct.
That's not
And
even that
then-
big a box.
It
No.
really isn't.
And that's definitely
all.
definitely not all of your dice.
You haven't seen my new display yet.
I have not.
You need to come over and see them.
Yeah, I should. But
No. No.
There's no way.
Like, there's a bag of the queer dice in my cubby, and then all the rest of them. But hello, everyone. Welcome. Yes, as mentioned, the entire thing around returning the dead farmer's
Definitely not in the script.
body was not in that at all. And I'm kind of astonished that it isn't. Because, like, Daggerheart does lean into you're supposed to be playing heroes, and heroes do that.
Right.
Heroes try to bring news to families.
But also, tabletop RPG players don't want to mourn?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you have to grapple with, oh no, the consequences of my actions.
But what's so funny, though, is that there is a bit in here, and I didn't get to it with the Arcanist, but, like, in her conversation, she'll casually be like, how did you ever think that you were going to die? Dead serious. So, like, this system is not afraid to be like, hey, how do you feel about death?
Huh.
And also it gives the game master the ability to be like, oh, my players aren't ready for that deep question. Am I running this game for 12-year-olds or 32-year-olds?
Well, and that's what's hard about it, right?
What's with all the weird hybrid monsters or creatures? Not monsters.
I mean,
creatures.
What it's known for,
I love
we
it.
found out in the first episode.
Yeah, that's kind of their whole
Yeah,
thing.
there's where is it?
I will say this,
sorry. Go
oh,
ahead.
in the entirety, the game sets you up to tell your own story so well.
That's true.
Yeah.
At no point does it go like, oh yeah, it's really good at blending mammals with reptilians, and here's a chart of all the creatures. It's like, nope, pick any two animals, they exist.
Yep.
Or maybe they
Beautiful.
don't.
Yes.
It's excellent because I actually have the downloaded additional stuff for Sablewood. That's where I pulled the river from, specifically to mess with Barnacle.
That was beautiful.
I had well, partially because I wanted to draw it out a little bit because I
I have my own crazy backstory if it ends up coming up again.
I want to know this backstory so badly.
Same.
But for Sablewood, it is green as the eye can see. The canopy is so thick that often the travelers cannot tell if it is day or night and must be careful not to lose their path. And then the hybrid fauna. I love this. You might find tiny cat squirrels jumping from limb to limb as massive giraffe deer move gingerly along the forest floor. The hooting howl of Strix wolves calling in the night. The whoosh of air passing over you as a lemur toad swings by in the darkness.
God.
And I'm just like, and then I just made up some of my own, like the frog term.
Yes, as you should.
I wrote down lemur toad from the description in the first episode because I was like, lemur toad, that sounds so cool.
Hearing lemur toad again, I'm like, does it swing by its tail and then it swings by its tongue and then by
yes,
its tail?
Entirely possible. It's doing the
Yeah.
true tree branching.
Just flip, flip, flip.
Has to have a really good inner ear to not get just completely screwed up by that. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you have any questions, comments, concerns?
We have two people that got to play it for the first
Yeah,
time.
how do you guys feel about the Daggerheart system so
First
far?
impressions. We're on second.
I rolled
Yeah,
dice
we're
twice.
Yeah. I think I rolled once and I failed.
Yeah.
So
Succeeded
Yeah.
with fear, failed with fear.
failed with fear. You
I
did
got a crit.
You did
Yeah.
get a crit. That was beautiful.
And it was so exciting. I'm like, oh, they're just the same.
And the rest of like, no, that's good.
That's the statistical
great.
anomaly.
You got the weird thing.
I did like getting a chance. I love these little like side the little wings.
The
little sidecars.
Yeah, the little sidecars that the character sheet has. It's like, here's all the stuff that you're gonna ask questions about.
Yeah, I said it last week, and I will say it again. This quick start is so well designed to guide people who have never seen a TTRPG before
Yes.
in their lives, to guide them through everything that you need to get started with. And I mean, obviously, if you're into it, you're going to want this gorgeous book with its gorgeous art,
Yeah.
Pretty.
but you don't need it to tell a good story in here, which I love.
Yeah. Because, like, by comparison, I think, aside from, like, playing a couple games of Fiasco, I think I started with Call of Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what do you mean there's a success and a hard success and an extreme success?
Yeah.
Why is there so much math involved?
Yeah.
And why do I want to roll over or under?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 5 minutes later, I learned Delta Green, and I'm like, wait, it's the opposite? Why?
Yeah.
Why? And I'm like, I would love sidecars like this, even to this day, for Call of Cthulhu or Delta Green.
100%. 100%. And the character
It's just like
sheets-
sanity. You don't have it.
And the character sheets are so well set up too.
Yeah.
Like you can
nice
tell,
and clear.
you can tell that this was created by people who have played D&D specifically for a long time, but also are really comfortable with other systems and want to bring what they liked about those into Daggerheart.
And have a little bit of sense of graphic design.
I don't see any encumbrance on here. So how do I know if I'm encumbered?
I love the handful bag chest thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That is how you count your gold. You have a handful of gold, and if you have several handfuls, it's a bag of gold, and if you have several bags, it's a chest. How much of that can you realistically carry?
How I think about my personal finances too.
That's up to you.
Yeah, it's a tick on
okay.
the sheet. Yeah.
So it's like,
speaking as somebody who's
right.
been
Yeah,
the note taker for my other games and literally someone who created multiple spreadsheets for loot tables. Thank you, Daggerheart people. Love this.
Yeah, big ups to Darrington Press for handling this so well. I'm raving about Daggerheart because I really enjoy it. We'll see how much I like it after the big combat next week.
Well, that will be fun because the first two sessions have been really roleplay heavy, and so I think getting into some of the combat mechanics, using my spell casting, and other stuff, I think will be exciting, and y'all will get to smash things.
I can't believe you said Marlo doesn't like cats, and I am a cat.
I didn't mean it like that.
Poor thing.
I don't like cat bats.
Yeah.
I don't like cat bats.
There we go. It's the hybrid cat bat.
Yeah, it's the little domestic cat
I mean, you're
bats.
not a cat. You're
a cat?
Katari?
The man
Katari.
cat.
Yeah, you're a Katari. It's not,
No.
For cat bats.
It's like saying to Goofy that you don't like dogs.
Goofy loves dogs.
He has Pluto.
No, saying to Goofy.
I mean, he's a man cat, not a bat cat.
Exactly. Obviously.
Yeah, actually, it's the bat part that's actually off-putting to Marlo.
Sure.
She's
This
not
is little leathery
really
wings.
not really a bat person.
That's amazing. Yeah. I'm
Digging the hole.
You're one of the good ones.
This is why we aren't as close anymore.
Okay.
I got really put off with the cat thing.
I had to go there.
Oh, Pooh,
Wow.
see what you're missing?
Wow. Okay, I like how just in the After Dark we're just like, is Marlo racist?
We had that moment at the beginning with the thistlewood.
This is fun.
Yeah. It's like, is it? Do you? I don't know.
I'm not a bandit.
No, fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
In your culture, I'm not a bandit.
Yeah, I like how for a diplomat.
that's what's even funnier about it.
And just like
But at no point did I question it, because our backstory was like, hey, I have no idea what happens in your underborn society. Help me out here. I was like, yeah, I got you. It's not that different. It's just really dark. We keep odd hours. Yeah.
Is the Odd Hours bar run by someone else from the Underdark?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just
that
decided.
absolutely makes sense.
yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
I absolutely love, by the way, just how fast you all are to ask each other questions and come up with the answers to them. Like that moment right there. Yeah. That is what Daggerheart is built on.
Yeah.
And I love it. It makes me so happy. So, yeah. Anything else? The whole river thing didn't happen in the quick start, but I decided that I
Okay, so we did like two things that were in the quick start tonight.
We did one.
We went to
We went to the pub, and then we went to the
There's Hal, the robot.
Was the clank in the quick start?
Yep.
Okay.
So this is something that I did for myself because I'm bad at NPCs. So I gave myself pictures to look at
There you go.
while I was
so
doing the
priceless.
NPCs.
I am thoroughly upset that I played with Hal for at least 45 minutes, and at no point did their pet show up.
That's true. I apologize. I think that their pet was asleep in the bottom of their bag because they're so used to him throwing the
The
acorns.
soothing sounds of
Yeah.
wacky acorns. Yeah. Yeah, the fox bat would
The
be
fox
very
bat,
cute.
yes.
Yeah, see, Marla wouldn't have liked that because she's not really a bat person.
Yeah.
Now,
Could have established that earlier and not made somebody feel sad.
Cats are fine. Cats are fine.
well, like, what do you call the cat bat? Because we've been combining both.
Yeah, you
animals
can't
into one word.
portmanteau
Is it
that very
cat?
well.
Is it bat? Is it
Well,
cub?
but it does say that he has a fox bat.
Yeah.
Like
So it might be a cat.
which could be a fat
Yeah.
or a box.
It's a baton.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Batten. Okay.
I know,
Thank you.
because I have one in a home game. I don't think Ren even knows about this, even though she's met its owner.
Speaking of which, there's very cute kittens that are running around here, so just be careful when you drive out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I've seen them periodically.
I will keep an eye out for kitties.
kittens in the studio.
I mean, there's a dog that comes through the
Yeah.
studio, so that
Yeah.
would be
Although
entertaining.
I think Enzo was fostered with cats,
Oh, okay.
and it makes him really want to play with the cats, and the cats don't want to play with him.
Yeah, I saw that when I was watching it.
Yeah.
So he really wanted to go and see the cat that lays out in the little patch of grass that you got back there. And that cat was like, absolutely not, buddy.
Me time.
But yeah, like I'm really bad at NPCs. It is something that is a weakness of mine as a GM. I don't like playing NPCs.
Oh,
But you're so good at it.
Yeah, you stayed in voice the whole time. Yeah. How is that even possible?
Today was a rare victory for me with NPCs because usually I hate playing them.
They all felt distinct. So
I'm
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
I'm very
Very
pleased
good.
with how today went, and I credit it to my giving myself picture to look
Yeah,
at
there you go.
with
Yeah.
little bits of information about them. Like it never came up that Fidget has a slingshot and a bunch of rocks in their pocket,
But I could hear that.
I know
I
it.
could hear that.
Yeah, I instinctively knew that.
Yeah.
right? Like there's a
like,
slingshot
yeah.
sticking out of their back
I
pocket.
was like, yeah, of course you do.
I have those now.
Did you guys even get your shoes back?
Yes,
Probably.
Implied.
it was implied.
Yeah.
No, we did
You
not.
you suddenly remember, wait a minute.
We did not explicitly get our shoes back in narrative, and therefore we have to be barefoot for the rest of the campaign.
I'd rather that not happen. No. I think Kari put her shoes on and just trod on all the trinkets that she was given because she wasn't really paying attention. One of them, one boot was just like smushed, so she realized it, and then had to sit for another 20 minutes and take the other boot off and try to extract it from all the things from inside.
All of the little things that your players will give you if you are patient and give them enough line to hang themselves with.
I believe for the both of us, the ride from the ferry house to wherever we're going, every 5 minutes we'll be like, oh no, we forgot our shoes.
Yeah, that was only funny twice. Yeah.
But my shoes.
It continues being funny to someone. Yeah. All right. Well, next week, friends, we are going to wrap up the end of the Daggerheart Quick Start campaign with the Ward Renewal, Act 5. And I will let you all know now, you are going to get a chance for at least a short rest.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Okay. Pooja will be very happy to hear that.
It is very important to take care of yourself.
Oh yeah, we can figure out how to heal.
Yes, I will. I will drop the short rest rules into our Discord so that you guys
Nice.
have a chance to look at it and decide what you want to do.
So be prepared.
Yes, because it's fun to drop surprises on your players. They will surprise themselves and you, but we have anxiety,
Just gotta think about this for a week.
right?
Yes.
A full flipping week. All right. I think that's a good point for us to wrap up for the evening. Thank you to my wonderful players for coming and joining us tonight.
Yay!
Gail, you were
Thank you.
stellar
Thank
coming
you.
and
Thank you.
filling
Thank
the
you.
seat.
Always happy to help.
We were delighted to have you. Big ups to Alondra in the booth. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much to our wonderful audience for coming and hanging out with us. I am excited and sad to be wrapping up this particular Quick Start story next week. If you guys want to see more Daggerheart, let us know on the socials. But until we meet again, friends, stay safe, and we will see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.